Okay, just backing off. ONIC-PH will just fake it out and they will disengage. No? Venus?
Venus hurts.
With the pokes. Okay.
You don't... I mean, Aura-PH, they gave away the Farsa with this... So, one thing that...
Are we seeing, Wolf? What are we seeing? ONIC-PH, they did the research. They worked night and day, worked hard, canceled out all of the TikTok videos, canceled out all of the content.
That's right.
Just to get this lead. Huge lead right now for ONIC-PH with a mega kill. That is Jector coming in from Reflesha. Jay is now at half health. Here comes the Black Dragon. Knock up coming in. No more damage whatsoever for the side of Aura. Laura for the ball, Cousin Inferno. Venus, flying without wings, putting in a lot of damage, and Wise freely taking a freebie tower in the top lane. ONIC-PH just owning Aura-PH right now.
ONIC is on a different level right now, man. It's just 8 minutes in. And look at us saying that this might drag on, saying that it will be close. But ONIC-PH says, nah. I like this replay, by the way, Jeanette instant replay. Before that play happened, when KLVJ decided to go in, when ONIC-PH actually, they dispersed the moment they saw that the Shadow Blades were out, because they know that the only way for them to die is if they clump up together in that space. But ONIC-PH says, oi, the Gushan went out and they just dispersed. And there's all of a sudden no damage from Aura-PH.
No way, Jose. Man.
This is amazing display from ONIC-PH.
Amazing display, and look at this.
ONIC Magic.
ONIC Magic. Wise is now at 67,000 gold. They're now chasing Greed though. Oh. Welcome back to the club, Greed, says ONIC-PH. That is the championship Natalia there, man, but ONIC-PH, they bred all of the tricks.
Exactly. ONIC-PH
in the book.
They have woken up from their past nightmares, right?
Oh my god.
Both the Natalia as well as the Ling, they were the nightmares of ONIC-PH from before.
The playbook is not working. I'm on the side coming in from Iyaktu. That is of course set a monster kill from Thor. Reed will just run away, but Iyaktu will be the one falling down for ONIC-PH. JP as well. Let's see what can the King KLBJ put in to this game. 3-12 is the score. Wow, ONIC-PH. I can't believe my eyes here, Wolf. I can't believe my eyes.
Oh, you and me both, man. I did not think that ONIC-PH would be this strong right now, but they are looking like they are so prepared against Aura-PH. And Greed is just gonna cut the waves out at this moment because that's the only thing that he can do. That's actually big, but Jay already knows this. Jay, this is just gonna be able to shove this lane, and if you look at ONIC-PH, that's the first turret that they will ever lose in this game.
ONIC-PH walking back to memory lane. This is the reason that they lost the championship last season. But the blades, it did not broke. But okay, Wise actually will go down as JP and company will back off. Jay is now falling low as well. The King chasing, scratching, bouncing, everything, crawling back to love. Iyaktu also falling low. Oh no! Aura fire is now burning. Here comes the dragon form, catching two. Reflesha from behind, pops the ejector, but he will not catch the Queen, as Lar is the main target here. KLBJ from the back. Reflesha, another proc of the ejector. JP and company, they're here. They're setting up for the Lord. 3 heroes are now down for ONIC-PH. It's still not over. Shadow Blade Slaughter. That is, of course, the proc, the kills, shut down the King, the young King, KLBJ with 4-0-1. It's not over till it's over.
It's not over, Jay!
Okay, Jay. There you go. Nice shield coming in from Reflesha. KLBJ and company. Greed is here for the silence. And there you go. It's now,
oh my God.
It's now at peace. Both of the teams will just disengage. But Aura-PH coming back from a massive economy deficit.
Man. JP, man. This is probably the reason why they had a go signal to pick up this Gushan, because he plays this well. And if you think about it, even in the late game, even when you're down, just hit the good set of items, land your combo, you'll get the kill onto anybody. I would say that ONIC-PH, that was definitely a mistake on their part that they were separated from each other. Because no matter what happens, if you're looking at Aura-PH, they have a lineup with 3 executes.
Yeah.
There is a kill potential no matter what.
So ONIC-PH, they need to be careful with their positioning there.
That's
because
right. That's
I think Greed set up a trap there.
Exactly.
They were too greedy for greed.
Exactly.
And they don't want to like make the mistake once again of Greed defeating them with this Natalia.
100%. Looking at this, I'm not sure if this is the best decision. You have to be careful, man. If you're ONIC-PH, Greed is actually in here. It's gonna be a problem. Refresh is here as well. They will have to reset now.
What is the setup?
Oh no, the combo!
Oh no, from behind! Wise falling low, but he will use the traces to get out. Reed is down. 35 seconds. Here comes Killua spinning the dragon. Box the dragon tail. KLBJ and Reflesha JP. He is here. Who is the main target? Shadow Blade coming in. That is Wise, of course. That is, of course, Sword Spike. Incandescence out. But, of course, the Queen with the last hit. And the only one remaining will be Reflesha. ONIC-PH getting 4 heroes and probably will secure this Lord.
Oh, definitely, they have the Lar. That was a very nice play from Aura-PH, I would say. Their combo, they have Natalia, you have the Unstoppable Force that's a stun into a silence so that you will be able to control one. But look at this, Reflesha trying to survive.
He can't.
He just can't. Or can he?
Can he, though?
Can he?
Doesn't
No.
have the damage. Oh my, he tried his best.
Tried his best.
But all I can say is that ONIC magic is real. Yeah.
So that was a good start. Unfortunately, we have a king, we have a queen. Let's not sleep on the King's Lair. Diakno is here, and he actually made a great play to stop the other members of Aura-PH from running away, because Aura-PH, they are already all in when they wanted to go for the kill on Wise, and they were successful in doing so. But because they were all in, they were easily punished by the King's Lair. This is a Ruby. A Ruby is a great hero to punish all-in type of strategies.
Definitely, man. The I'm offended setup, which I think ONIC already has a master of. As, you know what? You can't really all in the Yishun Chin, especially if it has the traceless.
Exactly.
Because it has a anti-crowd control. So now, ONIC-PH, can they finish the game though? Yakno here, KVJ is falling low. He's the only one. Lord though, look at that. He is now inside the base, but the Lord, it's still alive. Aura-PH, can they finish it? Oh no, it's still not over though. But okay, that was too close for comfort. It is a 2-0. 2 words, ladies and gentlemen. ONIC magic.
ONIC magic in the air. My goodness. I mean, there have been slip-ups in this game. I would say, though, that Aura-PH, they have shown signs of their good place, of the championship form that they have. But unfortunately, their draft, it's not working in their favor. They can get pickups. But if the advantage goes in favor of Aura-PH, it's gonna snowball. Of ONIC-PH, I mean, it's gonna snowball. Man, I think we have to make a video of looking at how the triangle offense was always set up by the side of ONIC-PH. I think that's the ONIC magic that they're doing. And I don't think that you can ever rehearse that. That is just about their connection. That is just how they have mastered this type of lineup. And who would have thought that it's just... Man, it's just an hour or so.
I can't believe...
And then we're already at match point.
Yeah, and I can't believe what I'm saying, man. Is this the fall of Aura? Is this the end of
Aura?
Aura. Of the
end of an aura.
Okay, let's do that again. Is it the end of an aura? It seems like it is.
But, man, I would want to give you a little bit of history lesson. This has happened before as well. A 2-0 lead for ONIC-PH already happened before. Who knows?
I don't know, man.
Who knows?
It's different.
It's different, right? It
2020 is different, bro. 2020 is a curse, bro. Come on.
I don't know
I
anymore,
can't
man.
believe my eyes. This is supposed to be 1-1. Come on, guys. Come on. If you're a fan, I'm not being biased here. I definitely want to see Game 5.
Yeah.
But ONIC-PH, they want to seal the deal.
They want to seal the deal, man. And I think that somebody else wants to seal the deal as well. I think Rockhart wants the floor right now. Take it away,
Rockhart,
man.
go ahead.
Now, this is a very good attempt for Aura PH to try to hunt down yung old school na talagang, alam niyo naman, old school na meta natin dito sa MPL Season 6, go for the single carry funnel, and it really did look like it was going to work for a moment. Double assassin, isipin mo, may Gusion ka na, may Natalia ka pa. Parang imagine mo kung ikaw yung Yisan, ang hirap nun, di ba? Pero no, sabi ng ONIC, we will have the zoning capabilities of Oh My Venus. Plus, si Jay ang bahala kung may sakaling may mga subok mag-invade, automatic may alarm system sila. Pang-hunting, pang-habol, Jay's got that. And of course, yung dalawang anchor ng ONIC PH dun sa magkabilang lanes. Itong si Dilar at itong si Yakno. And that's very well. That's very good. But I really thought that they were gonna be able to pull off at least some effort here on the assassinating Wise. But apparently, Wise just plays it so safe na umaabot tayo hanggang dulo ng laro. And here in the post-match data, pansin mo din yon, purple buffs, dun naman tayo sa buffs nagkahatalo. And they have a tool, not just for good defense, but also for good offense, going to the back line. Complete turtle control over to ONIC. 9 towers going over to them as well. And of course, the buffs definitely doing a lot of favors para sa ating Yisan Shin. Maximum uptime on Mountain Shocker. Maximum uptime as well on, of course, the Farsa's Feathered Airstrike means na complete control halos talaga at 14 minutes, hindi tayo umabot ng 15. Ganun kabilis ang matchup natin dito sa Aura versus ONIC. Now, it was basically the same idea from game 1 dito sa Aura PH. Halos double, 'di ba? Si KLVJ mag-farm lang dito muna sandali dun sa baba, while the rest of the team will definitely try to hold off and do their assassinations, do their thing. Na hindi naman talaga, it didn't go according to plan. And as you can see, it was a very, very huge push from ONIC PH. Now, I think we can go to the highlights real quick and we'll show you some of the things that happened here. Specifically, I think ang pinaka-big deal dito is, of course, mga pasok, mga entrada ni Dilar din. Hindi lang sila yung nakatambay. Dito mga offlaner yung nakatambay lang sa mga lane nila. Hindi. Lagi silang dumadalaw. Laging may presence. Very high kill participation, making sure na Wise always has that free hit on the Yisan Shin, especially Oh My Venus as well. Kita nyo, sobrang busy nila Oh My Venus sa pag-ikot sa top at sa bot. Bakit yan paulit-ulit, and it was actually very difficult for Aura PH to control. Good effort again from Reflecia as well, from always taking the heat of the battle. Pero again, it's just difficult for a Johead to tank everything, and especially in very messy fights. As you can see here, perfect positioning. I think I want to pause this here real quick. Napakahirap, imposible nang maabot si Oh My Venus dito sa likod, and everyone else was just running for the hills at this point. So there was just no way that you could stop the back line of Aura PH unless of ONIC PH, unless like makita natin kanina, there was like a small moment, sana nasa replay yun mamaya, there was going to be a moment where they actually caught Wise retreating dito sa bottom lane. I think tapos na yata yun. Tapos na ba? Hindi. Mangyayari pa yun mamaya pa lang. And again, very good sieges coming from ONIC PH. No one was dying as much as possible, which is ganun talaga dapat. And this was, again, some very good maneuvers from KLVJ, Signs of Life. And again, Yaknu. Ito dati, after na yata ito, nung mahuli nila si Wise. Pero again, this is a very good fight. Ipapause ko lang dito sandali. Kasi si Wise, kanina low siya. Nandito siya kanina, pumunta na siya dito. He was low for the whole time. Diba? Pero hindi siya mahabol nung mga backline ng Aura PH just because of the zoning capabilities talaga nitong si Jay as well as Iakno, and everyone else from ONIC PH really just knew where they were at each specific moment in the game. Even though namatay si Wise dito, his job was done. Napalambot na niya at napababa yung HP ng mga kalaban dito sa Aura PH, and therefore they were able to close this out in a very spectacular fashion, and it's gonna be very difficult to really just cope up. Kung ako yung Aura PH here at this point, it was just so difficult. And of course, Oh My Venus, your MVP for 115 on that Farsa. No doubt about it, the pick on the Farsa is still one of the best supports in the game by far. The wave clear, the early game, level 4 wave clear is just unmatched. Ang bilis na nag-accelerate ng game dahil doon. Not to mention, the zoning in the later parts of this game is just difficult, especially with the good teammates na on the same page, di ba? Same sila ng page, same sila ng iniisip. Therefore, they're able to execute their plans perfectly. And that's exactly what happened. It's game 2 between ONIC PH at Aura PH. Now, We're in match point, mga kaibigan. Match point, 1 game away from ONIC-PH completing the comeback streak for this team. Again, support ONIC-PH there. Visit their pages by scanning the QR codes on the bottom of your screens. And of course, definitely the team that really needs all the shouting to get to a Game 5. This is Aura-PH. Scan them and tell them messages of support there on their social media as well to make sure that we can get a Game 5. Baka magalit si Ginoo, mahirap na. Diba? Pag nagalit si Ginoo, iba na. Ayoko na. Okay, visit the MPL-PH official page as well, right there on the bottom of your screen. Scan that QR code. Again, QR code scanners are very, very handy, and it's very well utilized here in the MPL as well. And we have a survey as well where you can get a chance to get rewards if you scan this bad boy right here on that on the bottom of your screens, scanning QR codes. Just go ahead or visit the bit.ly links. It's all the same thing. And again, cannot emphasize this further. Support the teams. Mag-send kayo ng mga mensahe sa kanila. Sabihin nyo sa kanila, guys, this is it, pansit. Go for the fight. This is your big fight. The team that loses in this best of 5 will be going home. That is definitely something that we will see today. And scan those, get those giveaway codes, by the way, on the bottom of your screens. There. Get those codes. MRD bonus code 1. Ang daming codes ngayon. Actually, nagpapaulan ng codes ang Moonton ngayon. Feeling ko, ubusin nyo na lahat yan habang kaya nyo pa. May bonus code pa tayo dahil grabe daming sumali sa ating mythical, super duper, ultra mythical raffle draw. Diyan. Get it all for your journeys dito sa Land of Dawn. Again, we are almost there to the finish if ever ONIC does this. Pero again, we've seen this before. Season 4, this looks exactly like that. Will it be a repeat or will it be different? Let's find out as we go into the match point panel desk right there. Go ahead, take it away, guys.
All for ONIC. Yan yung battle cry ng ONIC-PH. Pero I would change something there. All in ONIC na lang. Kasi 2-0 na ang score natin sa series natin right now against Aura-PH, against their age-old rivals. Ako si Reptar, still here with Chin and Midnight. And let me just set up a little bit of story before we dive into the deep analysis of Game 1 and Game number 2. Kahapon, when we got into this panel, none of those came from a 2-0. Lahat ng series that brought into the panel were all 1-1. Ito ang unang series that led into a panel that is 2-0. Sino ang maglalaban? Age-old rivals, ONIC and Aura. We have found ourselves in this previous position before. Nung Season 4, 2-0, ONIC lead. Aura, they turned it around, win 3-2. Will that be the outcome today? Midnight.
Alam mo, mahirap kasi with the start that we have, again, tapas-status nga kanina yung win conditions, galing talaga nung nagsulat nun It fit nicely, di ba? Parang perfect na perfect yung pagkaka-describe kung paano nanalo yung ONIC-PH against Aura. If you look at the draft, they have drafted, nag-secure na sila ng tank, it was the Jawhead on J, and they drafted 2 strong side laners. And Aura-PH drafted 1 side lane and 2 cores, yung Ling and Roger. I understand, it's a 1-2-2 lineup, no, nagpa-pop off na yun, nagiging trend na, and Aura-PH is known to be a very good 1-2-2 team. Unfortunately, teams change. Yung laro ng mga teams, nagbabago yan. Even the rotations. The draft and the rotation should go hand in hand. Hindi pwede maghiwala yung dalawang idea na yan. And with this lineup, I understand that it can work out, pero hindi sila naka-execute ng early game momentum lead. Why? They have Roger and Ling. Dalawang heroes na gutom sa early game. If you don't give them early game, mahihirapan sila. And you have Basha and Farsa. 2 heroes that wants to play very aggressive. And hindi nag-align yung gustong gawin ng mga heroes ito para nagtatalo sila. Uy, ano ba gagawin natin sa tayo? Anong gagawin ni Farsa? Although nagkaroon naman ng konting breathing room si Aura-PH. Fortunately, that's the time na nag-online na yung Eudora and yung YSS. Kasi you can't fight against these cores na bibigyan mo ng space para mag-farm. Tapos sasabihin ni Aura-PH, okay, timing na natin. Yung YSS timing niya na rin. Yeah. And you have to respect the timers of a YSS. Kapag binigay mo sa kanya yung first 5 minutes of the game na hindi mo siya ginagalaw, expect a very strong YSS kapag lumabas na yung mga teamfights.
And I like how we set it up in the win conditions na dapat tignan natin yung laban ng side laners. And in game number 1, It was a big game for the side laners of ONIC kumpara sa side laners ng Aura here. Nahirapan yung the Yuzong and the, I believe they put either the...
It was the Roger.
The
Roger
on
Roger
side.
bottom
in the
lane.
gold lane. Yeah,
Yeah.
they put the Roger in the gold lane there. Had a bit of a hard time against the Jawhead and the Khalid here. And we've
No,
seen...
it
when
was the Alice versus the Yu Zhong.
Right, the Alice versus the Yuzong. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've seen here so far, with that key to victory, the side laners for ONIC, they're doing it.
Yeah.
They
Right.
do what they need to do.
Actually, nung una kasi talaga, I have strong beliefs in science, but now I believe in magic. I believe in
Actually,
ONIC magic.
The ONIC
Actually.
magic. Oh.
Kasi parang,
Teka, hello?
Uh-huh.
Hello?
Sino ba yan?
Uy, pa.
Ay, naku po.
nako yun na,
Ay,
si Mr. Valdez.
Sige pa. Sige.
Ah.
Nako, season 4.
Okay, we got it.
Ay, ano sabi ni
We
Ginoo?
got it. We're going to game 4 and 5.
Wow.
Oy,
Ito na talaga.
Ballsy ballsy.
Oo,
Ang
sure
tanong
ball
ba,
na.
makikinig ba ang ONIC? Kasi parang hindi nakikinig
Actually,
ng
ano
ONIC
eh.
sa Ginoong Valdez eh.
Real talk medyo delikado nga yung medyo delikado yung tagline ng ONIC ngayon, diba? All for ONIC for season 4.
Season 4.
Diba? Feeling ko dapat
Ay,
all in
naku!
ONIC talaga eh. Tanggalin muna nila yung 4.
Refresh us, Mr. Midnight. Ano ba nangyari nung season 4?
Okay, so quick refresher lang. Sa mga hindi nakakaalala ko ano nangyari nung season 4. Grand Finals against Sunsparks. It was already a 2-0 victory for ONIC-PH. Then, Game 3 came in. Tinanggal yung pinaka-paboritong hero ng ONIC for the entire season, which is Estes. Then, nag-snowball. Alam mo yun, tuloy-tuloy na. Nag-momentum si Aura. Nag 3-2. So, binaligtad yung
Right,
series.
right.
Now, it can happen. Tumawag na si Ginoong Valdez. For some reason, tumawag na si Ginoong Valdez. So, gusto niya makakita ng Game 5. Pero quickly, I want to review on the second game. Itong draft na nakikita nyo ngayon, a lot of people will question why this lineup of Aura didn't work. If you look at the heroes, they're all assassins. Well, except kay Yuzong, which is sustain hero. Pero the idea of this lineup is to assassinate people.
Right.
Kaya nga nakatatlong execute sila. Even the Roger had
Right.
execute, di ba? Problem with this is let's throw back to NXP versus Execration, second series of regular season, game 2, 'di ba? Naalala
Yung
ko
second
for
meeting
some
nila.
reason naalala ko yung game. NXP went with an all-in assassin draft then as well. Game 1 they won, game 2 siguro na-excite sila, gusto nilang patayin lahat ng heroes na Execration. They went with a full assassin lineup. Problem with that is para kang gumawa ng lineup na bata yung nagturo sa'yo na para sasabihin sa'yo na bakit na lang di po kayo gumawa ng lineup na puro assassins para mabilis patay-patayin yung heroes. The genre doesn't work that way. There are team fights. Diba?
Right,
There will be team fights. And Mobile Legends is the most frequented team fights out of all esports titles out there. Ito yung pinaka team fight heavy talaga. And if you look at the side of ONIC-PH, they have a lot of team fight. There's a TAMS, a YSS, and a Farsa. Even just the Farsa and the YSS alone spells out team fight, no? Actually, ang pinakamalaking contribution nga ni YSS sa isang team fight is yung ultimate niya. Yun lang yun.
Right.
'Di ba? Anything other than that, yung ginagawa ng isang YSS, dumadodge lang at ang nalalasit. Yun lang talaga ginagawa niya. And the reason why I like the Farsa on ONIC side, no, di ko nga gets bakit binigay kay Venus yan. Venus special eh. It's one of the biggest team fights that you can have against assassins. Kasi these assassins are full committal, and if you don't, if you fail, diba? If you don't get your targets off, the Farsa will heavily punish you.
Right.
One of our win conditions that we put up there earlier was that ONIC should try to put JP into the marksman role. But even though you haven't really put him into that kind of role, he's still getting to play his assassins. We're not seeing the godlike JP.
Yeah.
We
Right,
mentioned
right.
it earlier
Oo.
na ngayon parang we're seeing JP and Y siguro in the same level.
Exactly,
Kumpara
yes.
sa dati na godlike JP talaga, no one can touch him. It seems like gods can bleed. Nahirapan si JP and the rest of Aura ngayon. Gods can bleed. So, for you, Chin, what does Aura need to work on here as we head into potentially what could be the game-winning point for ONIC? What does Aura need to do?
I think it's time for them to bring out their secret weapon. Like I'm sure like they've prepared something. They have to bring it up. Not like, as in,
Arcade
like
bigla
right
naglaro.
now. As in, ngayon pa lang, it needs to come out.
Yeah.
It needs to come out.
And hopefully it does. Para sa Aura fans there, if you've been supporting Aura since the time na tawag pa sa kanila Sunsparks noong season 4, you need to show your support now because the defending champions ng MPL, they might get knocked out now to their age-old rivals ONIC-PH. All for ONIC or Aura Fire. Here we go. It's time for Game 3.
Woo!
Oh my glove! I'm quite nervous right now, Wolf. Are we?
Why are you nervous?
Are we gonna see Game 5 or is? Because you know what, I'm a fan, man. We're all fans
Come
of
on.
MPL. By the way, thank you so much to our panelists and analysts, Rackhart and Reptar and company.
Reptar Camp.
Manjin and Wolf, the connection at your service for game number 3. And again, man, I can't believe my eyes. I'm a fan of both of these teams,
Yep.
but I really want to see that classic Game 5. Is this the season that ONIC-PH can finally, like, avenge all their losses?
Well, you know what? As much as I really appreciate what ONIC-PH has done in previous game number 2, at the same time, it kind of makes me equally scared. Because what if Aura-PH are just, studying their opponents?
It's hard to say.
It's hard to say, because you never would want to do that in an elimination match, right? But what I want to say is that it feels like Aura-PH, they still have something in their pockets. Or maybe if they revert back to what works before against Aura-PH or against ONIC-PH or against any other team, maybe they can win it right now. Maybe they can turn it around, to say the
They
least.
need to channel their inner
Fire.
fire. they need to channel the spark, man. I'm sorry to say this, but they need to channel the spark.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
I'm
Their
definitely.
previous,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
Because
go ahead.
before it was just a spark.
Yeah, and now it's
a fire,
but
but-
it's aura.
It's
not-
aura.
yeah.
Yeah. But they need that spark. We definitely want to see that spark because before a fire, there should be a spark
Yeah.
first. But unfortunately, ONIC-PH are stopping them on their tracks. So let's look at what really made it work for ONIC-PH. First is the Yusung Jin pick. I think that Aura-PH should be dealing with that.
Yeah.
Either banning it out or showing us a counter to it.
I agree with you.
Second is the team fights of the early game. Let's start with the early game. The early game of ONIC-PH is also marvelous. Kind of feels like it's ONIC-PH doing what Sunsparks does in the previous season, right? Being that in the invaders,
The
right?
Invade Kings.
The Invade Kings.
Being the Invade Kings. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
So they're not doing that. And third is the decision in the team fights. I think that they allow ONIC-PH to do their magic in the team fights, and that's one thing that Aura-PH should be not going for. Same set of bans for ONIC-PH.
So here we go. There you go.
There it is.
You got your wish, Wolf. The Yishun Shin
All
is
right,
now
let's
banned.
go game 4.
What?
I'm just kidding.
What is the Y0 now? There's no more Yishun Shin, no more Mountain Shocker, and like what you've said, the potential of Game 4 is high here.
Yep.
Because of that hero, I think I also agree with the panel that they said this is the key ingredient for ONIC-PH in getting the higher level objectives
Yeah.
in the game. So now, what is the priority of Team ONIC? The Khaled is open, the Yuzong is also open.
I think that there it is, the Khalid. And now Aura-PH, they still can pick up the Yuzhong or as well as the Natalia. Or maybe they go Natalia Farsa. They go Thams Yuzhong.
Oh,
I-
another Yuzong pick
I
for
don't.
Aura-PH.
Unfortunately, man, I don't like this at all. They look like they're happy for sure, but this is revealing too much. Aura-PH, they have revealed their side lanes already. It seemed like they already shown what they want to do in the map, and ONIC-PH can easily counter this.
Oh,
They can pick up Baksha to go with Farsa or Baksha plus Natalia, or
Yeah.
actually just Baksha and Roger.
Roger. Okay, for Wise.
Or
yeah,
maybe for Yak. No, we don't know.
Yeah, and I think that they can actually steal a support hero here.
There it is.
So it's not support. It's a Baksha. So like what you've said. So now,
It's an easy answer, man, for all the sustain.
so ONIC-PH actually now waiting for their supports, but this is Kiluaj right now playing the Tams Wolf
Yeah.
against Lar, who is actually his fan.
Yeah, that's
Right
right.
now.
So just a little bit of a backstory. When I was able to talk to the members of ONIC-PH and I asked Dilar if there's some matchup that he looks forward to facing, it's actually Kiluaj because as he said, it was his idol. Okay, this is this is such a good answer for RPH. Why? Because for the past few games, the side lane or the second core that we're talking about for RPH has already been banned out by ONIC-PH. And having the Claude this early on is good. But does this mean that this Claude will start in the middle? Because you already have the Yuzhong as well as the Thams.
Your team is
Oh my. Oh my. You know what, Wolf? I agree with you. I like the Claude here. And I like that Aura PH immediately picked it up rather than it getting banned.
Yep.
The 1-1. So ONIC will now be forced to ban out supports. But actually, as I've seen in the regular season, this is actually the best formula that's successful for Aura PH. Every time they last pick Greed and they last pick Raflesha, because they know the supports really well.
your team
Yeah.
is
They actually know what to counter
Yeah.
and what to prioritize first.
Yeah. No, I understand what you're saying because it doesn't matter what is the matchup for KLVJ, for JP as well as Kiluash.
Yeah.
They will be able to win it nevertheless. But if you're thinking about the supports, if they can play comfortably and if they can counter the opposing supports, they can
team
be
is
successful
banned.
in doing so.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I could turn back time and say that I want to see Natalia banned by Aura PH because Natalia will be a
It's a
big
total- yeah.
problem for Aura PH. But at the same time, they cannot pick it up themselves, even when Grid can play it.
I like it.
And Natalia against Baksha, Khalid, and Roger, that's not gonna be successful. And I think Aura PH should be picking the Farsa afterwards.
Yeah.
Because if you give that to ONIC PH, they will be...
They will be
Problem.
unstoppable.
Unstoppable,
The zone,
yeah.
the zone is just too much for the Claude,
Exactly.
for the Claude to enter, for even the Dams to enter. So yeah, is this a Farsa pick? The Selena is out. The Valier is also out. So what is the Greed hero?
I
What
think
is the Greed
you
hero?
go Kagura or you go Farsa for Greed. And for Oh My Venus, it's either a choice of a defensive one like Rafaela.
Rafaela? Okay, so,
So
there you
this
go.
is a
There's your
Farsa.
Farsa.
I think you can go Lunox for ONIC PH because it tears through all of the sustain from its opponents.
Or a Chang'o maybe?
Yeah, a Chang'e. Or
Or another Eudora pick.
actually Eudora could be good. There's
Eudora-
not much that can catch Eudora. There's a lot of ways for people for Aura PH to stay on top of the Eudora though.
Yep.
I think Lunox is a good pick here for ONIC PH.
Oh,
Source of magic damage. Or if ONIC PH decides they can go something along the lines of 1-1 plus Rafaela.
1-1 Rafaela. Oh, okay.
Oh,
A
Hilda.
Hilda pick. We forgot about that. We're waiting for the Venus hero here. Come on, give us the Estes.
Eudora.
There
Okay.
it is.
So we're-
Eudora.
yeah, the Eudora pick.
Yep.
Like what you've said. I think it's better. Against a Claude, quite good in the early game, but in the late game, But actually, the electric arrow can cancel out the blazing duet.
This means that this will not be a J Baksha. What
It's
I
a-
like about the Hilda is that it is so aggressive. And if you're looking at Aura PH, they have slow take on the buffs.
Yeah.
This is Claude. It's not the fastest. In fact, it's actually bad. You know this. So they need a tank that will help them take the buffs.
Yep.
And what will that be? That could only be the Baksha.
Oh,
There's not much.
there's
I
no
can't think-
Kufra too.
Tigreal.
It's Tiger.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
It's. I don't.
I'm not feeling it, man. I'm
We'll
not
see.
feeling it.
This is Aura PH, man. You have to trust them. And the way that they are confident with their huddle, with their last run, their last TL, you can say that they know what they're doing. And as a matter of fact, ONIC PH, even when the Eudora is good when it comes to dealing the damage, I still stay with my prediction that there's a lot of catch and a lot of jump on the side of Aura PH. Imagine this, the Thams, the Claude, the Yuzhong. It will be really bad for the Eudora, but against all other members of ONIC PH, they're not that good.
They're not that good. 4 tanky heroes here.
Baksha on Inacto,
Yeah.
this will be a fast tempo
For
play
ONIC.
from ONIC
Yeah,
PH,
for
and
ONIC.
Claude might not be able to keep up.
Yeah, and the Claude they really needs the Demon Hunter sword to get that damage.
Yeah.
For the burn, for the Devourer mechanic. But yeah, so are you telling me that we have a high chance of getting to game number 4?
If we do reach the late game, yes. I think that the late game prowess of Aura-PH will trump the ONIC
early
magic.
game,
No,
mid-game
yeah, the early game, the
damage.
mid-game.
Yeah.
But until that time, it will be a problem. Also, I'm not a big fan of this Claude, and he will get the retribution.
Oh,
If-
yeah, me too.
If I'm looking at the Aura-PH side, they need Farsa, Tigreal, and Claude all together just to take the buffs.
Yeah,
And
just to be safe.
Hilda will be a big problem for
Yeah.
them. Hilda is the problem.
This is
Hilda's
the
the
problem if
problem.
you're a marksman also, because you need the purify on your battle spell. So we shall see if he will choose that up. I agree with you, man. Late game, I can therefore say that the Claude is better. So there you go. Retribution is the battle spell here.
Look at this. Oh wait, so I did say that they will need more, right? So instead of putting the Farsa in there, they put KLVJ so that they will have staying power against Jay. But Jay will just, be a problem, be that pesky hero for them. They put in Oh My Venus as well. They're not letting the Claude take this. There's so many heroes in here.
Oh my glove, the invade is real.
They forced.
Who got it?
It's KLVJ.
It was KLBJ. It needs to happen. It needs to happen rather than ONIC-PH getting it. So wow, Wolf, you've said this. You know this. Jay is being a pest right now. Irritating Aura-PH. Oh my, JP with the PMI out was revitalized once again. First kill from Oh My Venus, getting the burst from
Man,
that proc.
I really don't like this from Aura-PH because they are overreacting to what ONIC-PH did, and their draft looks really bad when it comes to taking the jungle. That's why they had to put a lot of heroes, right? And you know what? Jay, as well as Oh My Venus, they're happy to take the fights.
Oh my,
Because Wise can just solo kill the jungle.
he can. He really can. That is, of course, sweet from ONIC-PH. But you know what's sweeter? Because from October 27th to November 13th, log in to the game and participate in the Trickster's Village event and get Halloween candies for Treasure Spin. Each spin will cost 4 Halloween candies, and you can get up to 7 each day from completing the task. Today's the special kin. Hammer Giant is going to be the gift, guaranteed with 10 spins, man.
If you get 10
Yeah.
spins, and I think a clash up top, man, Gene, but Jay will be able to flicker away.
But yeah, that is of course a huge delay for JP. Definitely want to get the purple buff, but the electric arrow and the rat will connect the queen with another burst damage. KLBJ will go for the retaliation kill. He will pop the Tetran Inferno in the site. Is the life still enough though? No, it's not.
Not even close, man, Gene. And it's gonna be bad. JP doesn't have the purple buffs though that can be bullied by Iaknu. But they will just be able to run away from there. Have to be careful now if you are Aura-PH, because this is what ONIC-PH wanted. The early game tempo.
Early game tempo indeed. Speaking of tempo, JP's tempo is now low, ladies and gentlemen. Having the retribution, no purify, so that the electric arrow is just going to hurt. Plus the wrath. Magic worship damage output also for Oh My Venus. Wolf, going back to what you're saying, man, ONIC-PH, if they're gonna end this like before the 10-minute mark, I can therefore say that, man, it's going to surprise us that ONIC-PH will 3-0 Aura.
It feels like a dream, man. It feels like this is not happening. The turtle taken by ONIC-PH, a 2,000 lead by 3 minutes in, and the jungling Claude is not having a good time at all.
This is JP with his specialty, but man, Venus is bringing in the thunder, bro. 3-1 already on the
queen.
Eudora. The queen came to play.
The queen came to play. Dilar as well, forcing that ultimate. They're not... Jay will just destroy the pathing, the farm pattern of JP. JP's level 5.
Oh my.
JP's level 5. Jay is level 5.
Oh my, look at the baits. Look at the tower aggro.
Triangle offense once
the
again.
triangle offense, man. Oh my, Venus just catching the tower damage for Jay to go in. And look at the stacks of Jay
Oh
right
my
now.
God.
It's already at 4. It's already at 4, man.
It's just 4 minutes in. And,
Oh
and they
my
want to go for
glove.
more. Forcing the flicker.
Oh my glove. ONIC PH.
This-
Punishing Aura PH from after greedy lineup that they're doing.
There are two reactions to this. Either you get bored because you are expecting that Aura PH will put up a fight, but at the same time you're excited because ONIC PH look like they are so prepared against Aura.
They are.
This is a lineup that will trump all lineups. Such an amazing draft from ONIC PH, and at the same time, it looks like they know what they need to do, right? They
Yeah.
know what the steps are
They've
for them
watched
to
all
win.
the VODs, man.
Maybe.
They've watched all of the VODs. And they even watch the K-pop drama that Aura is doing.
You're correct.
So, there you go. Is this the first outlay? Jay will actually get one, but Wise will pay for the price. It rhymes, but JP will just get away. So, Aura PH getting their second kill. It's not yet over though.
That is very nice from Aura PH because they were able to tag Wise. And I just like to commend the veteran prowess of Aura PH. They know how to target their shots, and the moment they saw Wise, there was a little bit of defense from ONIC PH, but they still pulled through.
Yep. And KLBJ is doing wonders here in the top lane. He is at level 7, only 2 deaths. He's A-OK, still protecting the tower. But there you go. Oh, no damage. And Iaknu just catching all of those bullets from the Blazing Duet. Okay.
God.
Man. Oh, there you
No
go.
rest for the wicked.
Look at this. Another triangle offense from Aura PH.
Oh my God.
Raging Sandstorm
No way.
in. Jay coming
No
in
way.
also with the axe. Slicing and dicing the life out of JP. You will force to recall. No way,
Kid.
Jose, says Jay.
I am astonished.
I'm amazed.
You see the confidence of ONIC PH. And this is not something that this is planned by ONIC PH to be aggressive because they know that they have to dominate the early game. Winning the early and the late and the mid game means that you will win the game. Because
Yeah.
RPH, they cannot survive the early stages, but they can win in the late game because of their lineup. Then again, ONIC PH, they are making it so that we will not be able to reach the late game.
Oh my. Early game is the way. Early, just don't give JP
7.3k.
Yeah, I get what your point. Don't give JP the chance to be online. Like,
Exactly.
Just come on, man. Just break his internet. Break everything. ONIC PH. Me and Wolf. I hope that you guys also are amazed by this.
You have to really give respect to ONIC PH. I mean, it was a bad start for them the first half.
It was.
Their wins were all 2-1s against teams that they should not be losing games from.
Look at this, man. If they 3-0 Aura right now, I think that the score is even. Even though Aura got 2 championships.
Well,
I would take that. 5 straight wins.
5 straight wins against Aura PH. That's right.
Yeah.
And the Queen
Oh, my.
zapping
man.
it.
Zapping the king. Zapping the king. Raplecha trying to make plays with the knockoff. But Jay with 6 stacks already. Man, JP not even having the DHS. Aura PH. What is happening to the champions? ONIC, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot believe it again, Wolf.
The reign is over, man. They had the king, but they didn't know ONIC PH. All throughout the past seasons have developed the Kingslayer. Iakno is there.
This is the fall of the kingdom. And I agree with you. The Kingslayer and the Queen tagging together to get our PH. There you go. Killua spinning his way out.
A little bit of miscommunication in there from ONIC PH. They shouldn't have fought under that turret. But they will be able to steal the buffs once again. And I think
Another crucial steal.
look at this. Aura PH are forced to move as 4 just to farm. And we know that you cannot farm like that.
Yeah.
It's not gonna inflate your economy.
It's interesting though because JP doesn't have any deaths yet. But
You're
still,
right. You're right.
ONIC PH, what they need to do is just to discipline themselves. Don't go for any greedy movements. Don't go for aggressive movements. Just stay in the bushes.
They
and go
have
for
5
assaults.
members here just accompanying JP.
Yeah, to farm.
And that is such a tanky buff right now.
Oh,
That's
man.
60% damage reduction.
And they don't have any
And
damage
Weiss
for Jay.
stole it.
They don't have any damage for Jay. Oh no, Blazing do it for nothing. Another electric arrow. But okay, Greed will actually get one. So that is the second time that ONIC PH overextended.
Yeah.
And Aura PH getting a kill.
Oh, my Venus has got the purple buff as well to help his team. Imagine this, they have ONIC PH have stolen the buffs of our PH and gave it to a support. And this is a trend that we might see more and more.
Yeah.
Nice scouting coming out from Greed.
And this is, and I mean, Oh My Venus loves this.
Exactly.
He loves all of this supports that can put in a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Because he carries the team. He's a killer support. So, but then again, with the delays right now that is happening, can Aura PH extend this to the ultra late game? We're now at 11 minutes.
We'll see. Because they do have the Farsa, so that's good. And the fact that they're grouping up together, they are respecting the fact that ONIC PH are strong right now.
Yeah.
And with all due fairness to ONIC PH, they cannot be diving like what they did before. They
Yeah.
have to be careful.
And
Even with the lead that they have, they cannot be complacent.
yeah, and because they don't have a Yishin Shin, their vision lacks, right? So they need again to be patient, right? Because like what you've said, Aura PH are moving us forward just to give JP the damage output, man. Because right now JP can't even handle the orange buff.
And that's a problem because obviously if you're ONIC PH, you want to... if you're Aura PH, you want to be farming if you're the Claude.
Yeah.
And that also counts for the Yuzhong as well as the Thames. Let's just say that JP will be able to get the farm eventually. But not having the farm on the Thames as well as the Yuzhong means that you will not have the firepower anyways.
Yeah.
So that your sustain is still problematic. And ONIC PH can just, trump you.
And it might be too late. 12 minutes too late.
Okay, it's too late.
And Lar even popping the Aura sticker
Yeah.
against his idols. And there you go, another stolen orange buff.
Your time is up, my time is now, says Dilar.
Oh
Mr.
my.
Flawless. And look at
Let's
this.
see. There you go, there's the rollout. That is the first target for Yakno. Farsa is down. Green is down. KLBJ also falling low. And KLBJ, the king, is down. ONIC PH, ladies and gentlemen, taking 2 heroes. Kiluash also falling low. He will pop the Dragon Tail. The Lord will kill the base. Reflection is trying his best. But oh no! ONIC PH putting an end to the inevitable. Killing the Kings, eliminating them from MPL with a 3-0 sweep. ONIC Magic.
What a revenge arc for ONIC PH. Back-to-back losses. MPL Season 4 and Season 5, and the Queen has popped off.
Bow down to the Queen.
Bow down to the Queen. Oh my god. You cannot describe how great of a feeling this is for ONIC PH. A 3-0 sweep. Man, make it a 5-0. Since the last game of the regular season, it was a 2-0 for ONIC PH. And people were wondering, was it because of the internet? Was it because of something else? Was it because of outside factors?
It was no more reasons here.
This time, no more reasons. This pure magic from ONIC PH.
I can't believe my eyes. This is, I don't know, man. This is epic. Another epic storyline from the rivalry of Aura PH and ONIC PH. So, man, I think we need to list it down already. We're going to have a new champion
We're gonna have a new champion for
for MPL
MPL-PH.
Season 6.
Oh my. Man.
After 2 seasons,
the
it
end
is.
of an aura.
it is the end of an aura.
I can't believe.
yeah.
No, I'm lost for words,
I'm
man.
also lost for words, man.
The-
I just want to feel it. I
The-
just want to feel it.
The Hilda pick, it really trumped Aura PH. They did not expect that at all. They were forced to pick up the Claude as a result of the first 2 matches. And this is just such a dominant performance that you cannot even really describe it for ONIC PH. The triangle offense worked for 3 games, and ONIC Magic in the air.
ONIC Magic just happened. The Dlarmy, the Wise,
V-Wise fam.
the Wise fam, and man, the King Slayer came to play. Woo! I was sweating while watching that, man. By the way, let us pass it now to our analysts. That is us for your shoutcasters for that game. Congratulations to ONIC PH, and still props to the defending champs, Aura PH. Rockhart, it's your turn.
ONIC PH definitely stepped up their game in this one. So let's go into the post-match here, ladies and gents. For item builds, definitely, ang pinaka-notice natin dito is yung win condition, sana, ng Aura PH, which is, of course, JP supposedly on that Claude. Yung last 2 kills of JP actually came from that last clash inside their base na. And you could really tell with just a Demon Hunter sword, not even a completed golden staff, dun tayo nagkatalo-talo. That was the win condition. It did not happen. Greed did a very good job in keeping the game together, at least for the early parts of the game. But other than that, it was the ONIC show. Unang minuto pa lang, invade na agad dun sa jungle. Yun na agad ang tinrabaho ng ONIC PH at talagang halatang-halata ang ginagawa ng ating mga teams, the successful teams here in the MPL of so far are the teams that really focus hard doon sa jungle na yon. Heading into the post-match, this is where it really shines. This is where it really does shine. Overall, great job for Oh My Venus and Iaknu. Unlimited dives, unlimited jumps into the jungle. It really did make it so hard para kay JP. Unang buff pa lang, natanggal agad dun sa Claude ni JP yung purple buff, and that really made a very, very big difference. It slowed down yung Claude. Sobrang pinabagal niya yung pag-arangkada sana ng Claude, which is of course something that JP has been known to really shine on, but that was stopped altogether by very good teamwork and of course the Hilda plays as well from Jay. So overall, I have to say na talagang tama yung sinabi nila, Butters. Everywhere they look, they see his face. This is Dilar. They see it everywhere, each and every time. This is one of the most successful Khalids we have seen so far in the season. And they did it against a very powerhouse team as well, which I have to say was just very much, it warrants a lot of respect. Seriously. And that's exactly how you want to play Khalid. Despite the nerf, kayang-kaya naman yan. Kayang-kaya niyang pumalag at pinakita yon dito sa atin ni Dilar. I think we can go into the highlights right now. And you will definitely see aggression all over. Ito yung unang orange buff pa lang nila. Unang orange buff, pinahirapan talaga nila bago makuha ni JP yon. And after that, it was just so much proactivity from Oh My Venus mismo dun sa mga lane. Spam agad. Basag agad ang lahat ng mahabakan ni Eudora, ni Oh My Venus. And of course, the follow up from Jay as well and Wise, going in whenever it was needed. They did what they need to do. The dives under this, look at that, beautifully done under the tower. It happened on the top lane as well, where nagkaka-blazing duet lang ni JP nung time na yun actually, and it didn't really do that much damage. And that was the time. Yun na yung time na kita mo, they were already on a downward spiral. And after this one, this basically was just the big push that ONIC wanted to do. And there was no way. After that big blazing duet, there was no other ways to stop the other members of ONIC PH. And after that, after taking it down JP in this last attempt, there was just no way they were gonna get out. MVP for that game is Jay with 1-0-9 on that Hilda. Magtataka kayo, bakit kaya si Jay ang naging MVP? Definitely, it was not about the kills at all. It was about his presence each and every time in the game, and the keys to victory were definitely shown here by ONIC PH, and very, very impressively done by this team altogether. So, that was it. That's the analysis for that game. And we'll see these guys definitely talk later on. Probably going to be an interview. Pero before that, we are going to do a big announcement. Before this, of course, we have the mythical raffle draw happening in a few moments. Before that though, scan the QR codes para masubaybayan nyo pa ang journey ng ONIC-PH dito sa MPL Season 6 Playoffs. Scan the QR codes, support the teams, send them their messages, congratulate them on their social media as well. And of course, don't forget as well to support ONIC Aura PH. Show them messages, show them their love. They will need it. We will see them definitely on the next season as well. So, again, support our official MPL-PH Facebook page right there. Scan the QR codes. Again, I know you guys are very excited for the mythical raffle draw. I'm very happy to tell you guys that that's gonna happen in a bit after you fill up this survey to win some awesome rewards from Moonton as well. Now, we're almost there. This was a very quick match. I'm a little surprised by how quick today's matchups are. It really showed the big improvement from ONIC-PH dito. So, let's go into the mythical raffle draw. Maggugulong-gulong na. Cue natin yan in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And these, i-check nyo na kung nandyan pala yung ID nyo. Naku po, mapapanalunan nyo yung mga skin na nandyan sa baba. Hylos, as well as these special skins right there on your screens that show. My gosh, I need that. Kailangan ko yan sa aking koleksyon. Bakit wala ako niyan? Mythical Raffle Draw prizes. These are the epic prizes. Pero, meron pa tayong super duper, ultra mega Mythical Raffle Draw. Ito naman, napakalupit set to. Set ng skins. Grabe naman yan. Premium skin fragments, hero fragments, tickets, and magic dust. Grabe talaga. Thank you so much. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh my G. Inaantay ko yung akin. Di ako. Layo. Sayang. Wala mo tayo dyan. Direct. Nadali nila. At nadali nila. Ang prizes na to, that's for what you get for joining us dito sa MPL. Dun sa ating mga mythical raffle draw prizes. And again, this is only the beginning. Madami pang mangyari dyan. Madaming prizes ang ipapamigay dito sa ating streams. Don't forget to follow us on the streams as well para naman updated kayo sa mga pagkaganapan. And check out the giveaway codes. Mabilis lang na mabilis dyan. Dito, dyan. Ayan. Check out the giveaway codes. Mabilisan. Kuha na. Maunahan ko pa. Let's go. Ako ba pwede? Hindi po? Oh, sige, hindi po. Okay, mamaya. Mythical Raffle Draw bonus code 1 dahil madami tayong participants na nakadali ng Mythical Raffle Draw. Of course, we will have another one. There you go, a longer one. Kaya mas maunahan nyo siguro yung iba. Pag tinype nyo agad, bilisan nyo. Again, I think magandang gawin itong mga tayo. Magandang gawin yung mga yan habang nagpapawarm up tayo. Para susunod na bakbakan. Isa sa mga pinakaabangan na match-up. Hindi pa tapos playoffs, inaabangan na to. Hindi pa tapos yung season, regular season, inaabangan na to ang NXP, ang BREN. Pero bago yan, pumunta muna tayo sa ating panelist para i-analyze pa konti yung game na yun. Let's go, guys.
Isa sa mga pinakamahabang storya dito sa MPL, isa sa mga pinakamabilis na series dito sa MPL Season 6. Yan ang nangyari sa ONIC vs. Aura, the age-old rivalry, ONIC Magic versus Aura Fire, ONIC 3-0. Ako si Reptar, kasama ko pa rin dito si Chin at saka si Midnight, and in just a few moments, or I think ready na, we are gonna be going on call to ask a few questions with the Queen, Reyna ng ONIC. Oh my Venus. I think they're still just setting. Oh, ready na nga daw, sabi ni Ginoong Valdez. Si Ginoong Valdez na nga si Papa mo. So, oh my Venus. Let's bring it in. There we go.
May filter pa.
Filter. ONIC Magic. Congratulations, oh my Venus, to you and the rest of the team. Ano ang emosyon mo ngayon na parang natapol nyo na yung pinakamalaking demonyo sa buhay nyo? Ano yung emosyon nyo right now?
Meow. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Woof.
Woof. Meow, meow. 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 Okay.
Meow, 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 meow.
Oh my God.
Hindi, charot lang. Charot lang po, charot lang. Ano nga po ulit yung question?
Ika, ano yung emosyon nyo ngayon na natapol nyo yung pinakamalaking demonyo nyo sa buhay? How are you guys feeling right now?
Siyempre, super saya namin kasi isa to sa isang napakalaking confidence yung mabibigay nito sa amin going to the semifinals and to the grand finals.
Mm-mm. There. Do you think, I know you just took down Aura. I know it might be too early to tell, pero confident ba kayo na is this the year na ba makukuha ni Reyna yung crown niya, yung trono niya? Is this it?
Ako kasi hindi ko talaga ugaling mag-isip ng ganun na ka-advance. Siguro mas maganda mag-focus lang kami muna kung sino yung mga makakaharap namin.
Humble. Humble kung
Yeah,
humble.
siguro wag din masyadong malitin yung ibang kalaban pa. Kasi lahat naman ng kasali sa PS is talagang magagaling.
That's true. That's true.
Ma'am Shi, actually, isa lang yung gusto kong tanungin eh. After your games, you do this. What does this mean?
Wait lang, hindi ko makita.
Yung
sorry.
nag-meditate ka, yung parang
Oo,
nag-meditate ka.
Yung tinataas yung dalawang kamay.
Binibitawan mo yung phone mo.
Okay. Kasi kung meron man akong pinaka natutunan ngayong season, siguro ayun yung maging kalmado lang. Yan. Even in games and outside the game, dapat kalmado ka lang. Huwag ka masyadong ma-overexcite, ganyan. Yan.
Okay, interesting. Ako, interested din ako kasi doon sa nangyari last game. Parang last game yung yung game 3 yung pinaka-confident kayo eh. Sa tingin nyo ba, ito, honest opinion mo to okay ba sa inyo yung nagginawa ng Aura nung game 3? Like, confident ba kayo na parang, ay, sa atin na to?
Actually, going to the game 1, game 2, and game 3, medyo predicted na namin yung mga mangyayari. Kaya masasabi kong confident kami, especially dun sa game 3.
Okay, so yung parang yung prepare nyo na tactics, na mga drafts,
Yun yung
parang
lumabas.
time and time again, yun yung lumabas para sa ONIC.
Yeah, parang ganun.
Oh, so parang predicted.
Easy game.
Easy game. Pero at the same time, you still kept your composure.
Yeah.
And one last question before we go. Since na-mention mo nga na parang ginagawa mo yun, just to tell yourself na composure muna, was that a problem in the past para sa ONIC na siguro nawawalan kayo ng composure or kulang ng composure?
I can say oo, especially nung season 4, grand final, since parang mga amateur pa lang kami, considered as amateur kami na, di ba? Nawala yung composure namin nung playoffs, especially nung grand finals, kaya nakambak kami. And it also happens nung season 5. Yeah.
Oh, there. So, it seems like
Kasi di ba, syempre pati as the captain, parang ako yung kailangan maging kalmado para mas consistent yung pag-a-analyze ko dun sa game.
And kitang-kita naman sa galaw ng ONIC PH, sobrang sharp rotation, sharp movement, sharp drafts, commanding, decisive victory. Venus, meron ka bang mensahe para sa mga supporters ng ONIC PH? Any shoutouts you wanna give?
Syempre, super duper duper, super mega duper mega, ultra super duper mega ultra super thank you sa mga supporters ng ONIC PH dyan. Especially sa mga support na talaga sa amin si season 4 pa. Yeah, especially sa friends and family namin and sa VY Spam. And also sa mga kitty nachos ko dyan. Meow, 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 meow.
There you have it. Oh my
And
Venus.
also shoutout sa, wait lang, last one. Shoutout sa Gogo Express and also sa Cebuana Lubilier. And sa iba pa naming sponsors.
There you have it. Oh my Venus, ONIC PH. Congratulations sa inyong lahat, sa mga sumusuporta sa inyo, sa management team nyo. I know you guys have a very supportive management team. Grabe! Naging the queen slowly turning into the devil. Possibly the best chance to finally get the throne. ONIC, oh my Venus, congratulations! Grabe, one of our more unique interviews with the filters and everything.
Yeah.
Man, wow. We went into this very excited. ONIC, Aura, laglagan kong laglagan. Prediction mo, 3-1,
Yeah,
but
3-1.
it became a 3-0.
Inutang yung game kahabang sa Access Signal kasi expected natin 3-1 yung naging 3-2 yan. Yung 3-1 ginawan 3-0.
Oo,
ng ONIC.
lumipat.
Lumipat. Inutang yung game.
Ikaw naman, kamusta? Galit ba si Papa? Okay
Hindi,
ba si Papa?
Hindi, ako, kasalanan ko, na-misunderstand ko daw.
Okay.
Kasi ang sabi niya, Game 5 daw pala, NXP BREN
Ay, yung
daw.
mamaya.
Okay.
Mainit, mainit
Sorry,
yun
mali pala, ako pala yung mali doon. Sorry.
And if you thought mainit na yung araw natin, well, it is just about to get hotter. Because up next, NXP versus BREN. Next play, BREN Esports. Yung laban nila, hindi lang sa Land of Dawn, nasa social media na din, sa lahat-lahat. This is one of the hottest battles you have to watch dito sa MPL playoffs, and you are about to see it next. But before we go in a quick break, of course, we just have to thank all our partners and all our sponsors here. Smart, our official telco partner. Squad up, rank up, and keep up with your favorite teams as Smart powers up your game with free games for all. Get up to 14 gigabytes for Mobile Legends and Facebook Gaming for 7 days. Simply download the new GigaLife app and choose free game. It's our official sponsor as well, Realme. Dare to leap to the next level with Realme's hip and awesome range of smartphones and AIoT products. Visit their official pages to know more. Of course, our official sponsor as well, Gillette. Get free diamonds with purchase of Gillette's Mach 3 Razor, Vector 3 Razor, or Blue 3 Simple Force Pack in select pure gold doors nationwide. And of course, our partner in esports as well, Paymaya. Get free 50 peso credits from Paymaya when you download and register using the code MLBB. Terms and conditions apply. TikTok as well, our official esports partner in esports. Search MLBB on TikTok to join and win free legend skins and MCL tickets. Limited quantity launch daily as 4 p.m. exclusive on TikTok treats. Of course, our official gaming headset partner, Logitech G. Here like a pro, and all of this is powered by Moonton. October pa lang, may Halloween pa, pero parang Christmas na nga, ang daming binibigay ng ayuda ngayon ng Mobile Legends and ang Moonton. Log into the game to draw a free skin. The Terizla skin. Ang ganda ng skin yan. October 26 to November 13. Gawin nyo lang lahat ng mga Halloween candy event na kailangan nyo gawin to get those skins. That wraps up our first series. Pero hindi pa tapos ang araw natin. Ako si Reptar. Ito si Chin. Yan si Midnight. We are your panelists. Let's get ready for NXP versus BREN.
Game to be great? Now you can with the new Smart Giga Games 99. Get 1 gig data all day, every day for Mobile Legends and more. Game to be great with Smart Giga Games 99.
Your life depends on the network you choose. Your movies, music, and games can only be as good as your network's speed and strength. Slow means game over. But the Philippines' fastest mobile data network means game changing. Choose the network that gives you what you truly enjoy. How do you know about this Giga Life? Simple and smart ako.
When uncertainty is our reality, to rise above with the things that matter. Gigify happiness. Gigify love. Gigify friendship. Gigify dreams. Gigify hope. With smart Giga music, video, games, work, and stories, we let our passions run free in the new world we face together. Smart, live Giga.
Realme 7 Pro, 65-watt charging evolution. Realme smartphone, dare to leap.
Don't pay cash. Pay Maya. Para may balik bayad ka.
You've got me on the edge.
Legit, right? Not quite. Just like your disposable razor. It's time you switch your disposable razor for your legit first shave, so you can be every bit legit. Gillette Mac 3.
For a closer shave, less irritation, switch
to Gillette Mac 3.
BREN lang malakas. Mga kaibigan, ako nga pala si Wolf, your host, at kasama ko ngayon ang sa mga pinaka-consistent at pinakamalalakas. Pero sige, magpakilala muna kayo dun sa mga viewers natin. Name, IGN, at anong role sa team.
Ako si Angelo Kailar Kangel, IGN Few. Ang role ko is support.
Ako si Alan Castomayor, IGN ko Lasti. Role ko sa team ko, tank. Ako nga pala si CJ Ribo. Ang role ko sa team namin, fighter.
Ako pala si Carl Gabriel na Pomoseno, IGN ko Carl TZ, role carry.
Ako nga pala si EJ Zambrano, ang IGN ko is EJ, and ang role ko tank support.
Few, kamusta naman yung journey ng BREN Esports dito sa MPL Season 6?
And okay naman yung journey namin dito ngayong MPL Season 6 na patapos na yung regular season. Kahit may bago kaming player na si Flap TZ, okay pa rin naman yung mabilis namin nakuha yung chemistry namin. Kita nyo naman sa results ng mga laban namin.
Sino sa mga members mo ngayon, sa mga players ninyo, nag-shine ng pinakamaganda ng season?
Para sa akin, si Flap talaga. Kasi kinuha namin siya, galing lang siya sa RG. Tapos ngayon siya na yung isa sa pinakamagaling mag-offlane sa Pilipinas.
Sino sa tingin nyo ang pinakamalaking obstacle ngayon sa Season 6 para mag-champion kayo? Tingin nyo?
Sa akin yung Omega kasi sila yung tumalo sa amin nung last season tsaka yung ngayon din. Yung wala kaming talo, sila na naman tumalo sa amin.
EJ, paano kayo nag-prepare ngayong playoffs?
Nagpe-prepare kami, kumukuha kami ng mga ice cream sa ibang bansa, gano'n, sa Indo, then kakalabanin namin. Kasi sa PH, medyo parang sila na yung pinakamalakas talaga, wala nang makaharap. So talagang umaano kami sa ibang bansa. Doon kami kumukuha ng ibang meta.
Carl, sino yung team na gusto mong makatapat? Kung wala championship na to, grand finals na. Sino yung gusto mong makatapat doon?
Gusto kong makatapat yung Aura kasi sila yung back-to-back champion.
Ikaw, Ribo, sino gusto mong makatapat doon sa finals?
NXP. Mas sikat kasi sila pag dinurog namin. Malalaos agad sila.
Sakto na lang, Ribo. Pwede mo namang sabihin kung sino yung top 3 players na nag-perform ngayong season, tingin mo?
Sa top 3 ko, yung pinaka-top 1 talaga dun si Chester. Siya yung consistent talaga maglaro. Laging papatay ng papatay. Tapos top 2 ko si Lasty.
Ba't ako?
Siya daw pinakamagaling mag-tank sabi niya.
Totoo yan, totoo.
Legit. Tapos top 3 ko si Carl. Magaling sana kaso sobrang tamad.
Para sa'yo, Few, syempre sa BREN Esports, this is your second season tama, sa BREN Esports. Gano'n ka-importante para sa organization mo na makuha at mag-champion dito sa MPL?
Kasi nung last season parang ini-expect nila na makuha na namin yung champion kasi nga top 1 kami sa regular season. Tapos ngayong season siguro mas ini-expect nila kasi mga 2-0 na yung mga score namin eh. So tatry namin yung best namin para makamit namin yung championship ngayon.
Tanungin ko dito si Carl TC. Kung makakausap mo tong trophy na to, ano yung sasabihin mo?
Trophy, dyan ka lang. Ngayong season kukunin na kita.
Angas-angas.
Kung hindi alam ng mga viewers natin, may mga 3 nag-champion na rin dito. Kaya ba, may gusto kayo sabihin?
Yung sa trophy, dyan ka lang. Makukuha ka na naming 6. Lahat makukuha ka na namin ng BREN Esports. Babalik ka na ulit sa amin.
Sige, for one last time, gusto kong kausapin yung mga fans nyo, magpasalamat kayo, or kung may gusto mo na kayo sabihin sa mga fans, pati rin sa mga katapat nyo sa playoffs.
And sa mga kalaban namin sa playoffs, maganda kayo kasi mas pag-aandaan namin kayo, hindi na kami mag-choke sa playoffs. Tapos sa mga fans, salamat sa mga sumusuporta palagi, kahit minsan natatalo kami, nandiyan pa rin kayo.
Sa mga kalaban namin sa playoffs, ready na kayo. Dudurugin namin kayo. Kaya sa fans namin, kahit natalo kami ng isang beses, nandyan pa din kayo sumusuporta sa amin. Maraming salamat. Sa mga sumusuporta sa BREN, dyan lang kayo.
Sa mga kalaban namin sa playoffs, pagandaan nyo kami. Sana next play agad para laglag agad yung mga AI sa MPL. Tapos sa mga sumusuporta sa amin, dyan lang kayo dudurugin namin next play kung sila matapat.
Sa sumusuporta sa BREN Esports, maraming salamat. And wag sana kayo magsawang sumuporta sa amin. Ayun lang.
That's been BREN Esports, the best teams dun sa MPL Season 6 regular season. At kaya na ba nilang mag-champion this time? Abangan natin yan sa playoffs.
Hi, ako si MB, offlane ng Next Play Solid.
Ako nga pala si H2, ang assassin marksman ng Next Play Solid.
Ako nga pala si Rene J, ang offlane ng Next Play Solid.
Hi, ako nga pala si Gymnast, ang support ng NXP Solid.
Chester nga pala, team captain ng Next Play Solid.
Si Yawi nga pala, tank support ng NXP Solid.
Medyo okay naman, medyo nakakasabay naman kami kahit papaano sa mga MPL teams. Kaso medyo syempre bago pa lang kami, malaki adjustments yung ginawa namin.
Siguro, ito real talk lang yung expectation ng tao, tapos sa laro naman, yung sarili nila. Ayun lang yung kalaban nila eh. Tingin ko kaya naman nila lahat eh. Talagang sarili lang nila. Kung ano sila nung underground, maibalik lang nila yon. Talagang may chance pa rin. Champion pa rin.
Ako siguro, Aura PH kasi nandun yung pinaka iniidolo kong offlane si Kiluwas. Gusto ko siyang durugin para pag nadurog ko siya ako na pinakamalakas na offlane. Siyempre sa akin, execration. Love na love kasi sa Sapno eh. Siguro mapapatunayan namin sa lahat ng mga nanonood tsaka yung mga sumusuporta na kaya namin gawin kahit na galing kami sa quali. Tsaka makukuha namin yung respeto ng mga nasa MPL kasi totally hindi naman namin kailangan kunin yung respeto ng mga bashers namin kasi kahit anong gawin namin mabuti, magbabash pa rin yan kaya nga sila bashers eh. So, yun lang, yun ang gusto namin makuha. Respeto ng mga nasa MPL tsaka respeto ng mga sumusuporta sa amin.
Siyempre, gusto ko magpasalamat sa lahat ng taong naniniwala sa amin, sa mga fans namin, sa Team Payabang, siyempre sa mga parents namin, sa mga kaibigan namin, at siyempre kay God. Ang message ko sa mga kalaban namin, siyempre, umanda kayo lahat sa papakita ng Next Play Solid, this playoffs, and good luck na lang sa ating lahat.
Yun, thank you sa mga sumusuporta sa Next Play Solid. Tsaka sa mga di nagkasamang sumusuporta yan. Pati sa Team Payabang, pati sa parents ko, pati kay God. Yun. Tsaka sa mga kalaban namin, good luck na lang sa lahat.
Siyempre, una-una kay God yan. Tsaka sa Team Payabang, sa family ko, sa mga kaibigan ko, sa tropa ng tropa ko. Yan, sa inyo lahat, sa mga fans namin sa Next Play Solid yan. Maraming salamat sa suporta nyo. Tapos sa mga kalaban namin, good luck na lang, papakita namin best namin sa playoffs. Doon namin ilalabas lahat ng papracticein namin ngayong season. Salamat sa lahat na sumusuporta sa amin. And yun, sa pamilya namin, kay God, sa Team Payabang, na lalong dumadami, lumalaki. Salamat talaga sa suporta. Doon sa mga kalaban namin, alam namin na ganda kayo. And syempre kami rin. Bigyan natin ng magandang laban yung mga fans natin.
Sobrang thank you nga pala kay God. Salamat sa mga fans namin. Thank you rin sa mga supporters, sa Team Payabang, yan, sa mga family namin, bawat isa sa amin. Sa makakalaban namin, enjoy lang natin to. Good luck sa atin lahat.
And salamat sa mga kasama sumusuporta sa amin dyan, sa solid supporters and bashers namin dyan, sa buong pamilya ng bawat isa namin, sa kay God, sa mga kaibigan namin, tsaka sa girlfriend ko kay Andre Angeles. Tapos sa mga kalaban namin, good luck na lang sa atin lahat. Enjoy lang.
Welcome to Mobile Legends!
I was building on the lecture.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield.
Working on the plot and scheme. The true style trademark is at the edge of your dreams. I'm talking one shot for the kill. The beast come free, substrate drop for the kill. Taking over pieces and shares of all things sky high. Check the movement is here. Yeah. It's one shot, now the future is yours. Go! One shot, now the future is yours.
Legendary!
Welcome back to the MPL Playoffs Season 6, Day number 2. Pero iba na ata yung pangalan ngayon eh. For this part of the playoffs, we'll call it the Itlog Wars or the Ha-Ha-Ha Wars. If you're thinking why I just said that, well, we're gonna expound on that later on with the help of our panelists. But before that, let's thank our partners. First, our official telco partner, Smart. Squad up, rank up, and keep up with your favorite teams as Smart powers up your game with free games for all. Get up to 14 gigabytes for Mobile Legends and Facebook Gaming for 7 days. Simply download the new GigaLife app and choose free games. Of course, our official sponsor as well, we have Realme. Dare to leap to the next level with Realme's hip and awesome range of smartphones and AIoT products. Visit their official pages to know more. Shave the day with Gillette. Get free diamonds with purchases of Gillette's Mach 3 Razor, Vector 3 Razor, or Blue 3 Simple Force Pack in select pure gold doors nationwide. Our partner in esports as well, we have PayMaya. Get free 50 pesos credits from PayMaya when you download and register using the code MLBB. Terms and conditions apply. We also have our TikTok partner in esports. Search MLBB on TikTok to join and win free Legend skins and MCL tickets. Limited quantity. Log in daily as 4 p.m. exclusive on TikTok treats. Of course, our official gaming headset partner, Logitech G, here like a pro. All of this is powered by Moonton. Huwag nyo kalimutan yung Halloween event natin dyan. Get your Halloween candies. Log in from October 26 to November 13. Get a free Terizla skin. Ako si Reptar, panel host still for today. And it is time for the hottest match in the playoffs outside of the grand finals. It is BREN versus NXP. Jin and Midnight ang kasama ko ngayon. And we have papers here with us just to help guide us, and let's tell the story of this match.
Oh yes.
BREN versus NXP. Yung laban na ito ay umabot na din sa social media dahil sa mga mainit na sinasabi ng ating mga people, players, coaches involved with these two teams. Umpisahan muna natin from the top. Let's take turns sharing this. MB, bago mag-umpisa yung season, sabi niya, dudurugin naming lahat. Si YOLO, maghanda kayong lahat, pwede kayong ma-2-0. I forgot the context of this, but marami pa mga sinabi yung mga ano natin, Midnight.
Ito sabi ni Doggy, may papakita kaming new meta. Ito sinabi ni Leather Goods nagpe-press release daw. Yung next play, lahat nag-i-status, kahit nag-i-stream, merong new meta. For the longest time, wala tayong nakita na new meta.
For what it's worth naman kay paring YOLO, maganda naman talaga kayo kasi maghanda talaga kayong ma-2-0. So tama naman, 'di ba? Kasi pero di ko sure kung sino yung kinakausap ni YOLO nun.
Yeah, at that time. Carl TZ says here, nalaglag lang mga idol. Naglag lang mga idol ko. Basahin mo nga yung sinabi dyan ni Daki yung isa.
Yung pinakamaganda.
Alam niyo, Monkey See, Monkey Do.
Monkey Do.
Oh my gosh.
Sinabi rin yun.
Sabi niya, ganito pagkakasabi niya, guys, gusto niyang real talk. Gusto niyang real talk. Okay. Sabi niya, gusto ko na maraming bashers Tapos sabi niya, NXP, Monkey See, Monkey Do. And halos lahat ng analysts and coaches medyo nag-agree sa sinabi ni Daki. Kasi, again, for the longest time, wala tayong nakitang bago sa Wala tayong nakitang bago sa next play. It was all hype and show. Again, hindi natin hindi natin ina-emphasize yung hype. Pero, we've been proven wrong time and time again na wala di ba? Wala tayong makita And for the longest time, ang sinasabi din ng mga teams is wala namang bago sa NXP. Yung ginagawang meta, yung pa rin naman yung ginagawa ng NXP.
But for what it's worth, they're still here.
Yeah, they're still here.
They're still here.
Very well deserving pa rin naman.
O kumbaga, I think that says something pa rin. Thinking na we haven't seen anything new, edi bakit ganun? Bakit nandito pa rin sila?
Yeah.
Kumbaga, baka meron pa rin silang secret pa rin. Ayun ko, baka meron pa rin silang new meta.
Meron talaga.
Sabi nga dito ni Rebo at one point, Tago Strat, what if they are hiding something? What if next play Predator, hindi pa natin nakikita yung 100% lakas ng NXP? Dahil nga playoffs to, pag playoffs, meron tayong nakikitang bago. May nakita tayong bago ng day 1, may nakita tayong bago kanina lang sa ONIC versus Aura. You cannot say that NXP doesn't have anything prepared.
Ito na yung chance.
Ito na yung chance ng NXP ipakita talaga nila ano yung secret weapon nila. But, may sabi din dito si Daki the mechanical skill cap for most of the players has already been reached. That hurts. And ito pa, yung pinakahuli pa, nakahabol nga dito si Himrael natin, sinabi niya, siya nagsabi nito, this comes from Himrael, this is the battle of the gold medal versus the gold play buttons. Speaking of gold medals, tignan natin ang BREN. That is the gold medal team, the boys in black and gold, BREN Esports, Carl TZ, Ribo, Flap TZ, may-ari din yan ng kumpanya, nagtatayo ng mga K-pop talents, Few, Lusty, at saka si EJ. Now, BREN Esports, gotta say this, they're coming off a disappointing Season 5. They came in Season 5 with the most gold medal tallies. Sabi ng mga tao, kampiyon na ang BREN. That is not what happened. Is this the best chance for them to finally get that championship that people think they should have gotten in Season 5?
Well, it is. In a way na nakita naman natin performance sila sa regular season. And I think the intent for this roster is to combine all 6 players of Mobile Legends, yung best 6 ng Mobile Legends players, and dagdagan mo pa ng champion coach din, andyan si Daki, di ba? So parang alam mo yun, ito yung superstar perfect team na binuo talaga ng BREN. So I think the intent is still there, and hindi magbabago yun eh. Ito yung team talaga na binuo for championship, di ba? So parang hindi na question yun at this point. I think the proper question is, enough ba yung star power nila? Kasi that's always the question with super teams. Enough ba yung star power niyo to actually say na #future secured?
Yeah, it wasn't enough nung Season 5. And it seems like though, this time for Season 6, with their regular season performance, most points, dominating all throughout the regular season, you can count on one hand lang yung mga talo nila in the games. You can barely count yung match losses nila. I think it was just 1 or 2 match losses.
4 total games lost.
4 total games lost.
4 total games. Games hindi series.
Hindi series. So, BREN Esports, pag sinasabi ng mga tao na BREN lang malakas this season, this is the strongest that you can say BREN lang malakas talaga. But this is the playoffs. Malakas ang mga teams pumasok dito. One of them is a team that in the preseason pa lang, qualifiers pa lang, sinasabi ng mga tao and a lot of people believe have the capability to be the best of the best. Ito ang NXP. Next play, solid. Kailangan, sobrang solid ang performance nila ngayon. H2O, Rene J, MB, Chester, Yawi, and Gymnast. Man, Gymnast, let Gymnast play! A lot of us here want to see Gymnast play. Hindi pa ata nakalaro sa ating regular season. Ba't natatawa ka dyan konti?
Ang daya nung ang daya. Ito pala yung secret weapon nila, hindi na mamatay. And ito yung record na hindi nyo matatalo talaga.
No death
Zero
challenge.
First overall.
For the
Let
entire
Gymnast play.
For the entire MPL season, no death challenge.
Succeeded by Gymnast, but of course, that 5-man lineup ng NXP Solid, a name that pops up there for you, of course, H2O.
Ay nako, itong si H2O, isa din yun actually, i-level ko yan dun sa mga child prodigies natin.
Ay, definitely.
Like you can see how he performs for NXP talaga. And well, yung heroes din naman na ginagamit niya, hindi rin naman nalalayo dun sa mga ginagamit ng mga child prodigies natin, di ba? And then I think we mentioned it earlier na wala namang let's just say it, wala naman talagang bago sa ginagawa nila. They've been running regular drafts man, but there's still a reason why they're here. So feeling ko baka mamaya maglabas nga sila ng something because itong basic na draft namin enough na para maabot kami sa playoffs eh.
Yeah, what
diba?
more if we bring something new
exactly.
and then we show it here. Ito, ikaw na Panbina, alam ko H2O fanboy ka eh.
Well,
did it change?
No.
Did it change?
I was okay, clear natin to. Fan ako ni H2O because of his potential. Okay. Pero bagay may joke muna ako.
Okay, ano? Ano joke ko? Ready na ako.
Sino yung kapatid ni H2O sa MPL?
Sino?
Si Aqua. Okay, tanggalin natin yan. Okay. So, Marami nagsasabi na na hater or fanboy ako ni H2O, na kalipat-lipat ako. I was never a hardcore fan. Gusto kong makita si H2O sa MPL. I was very clear with that. From the very start, yun ang statement ko. Gusto kong makita si H2O sa MPL. Why? Hype na hype yung bata eh. 'Di ba? We needed to see the skill.
Right.
Kailangan natin makita kung hanggang yung ceiling, hanggang saan yung ceiling nung bata. And I was happy with what we've got nung nakapasok yung NXP sa qualifiers. It's just that disappointing yung naging performance ng next play. For me, personally, hindi ko sinasabing for everyone, disappointing yung naging performance ng next play sa akin. And the only standout na nakita ko sa next play was the guy na hindi ko in-expect na magpo-perform talaga, si Yawi. So, with H2O kasi, there was a lot of hype build up around him.
Yeah.
He definitely has the potential. He has the mechanical skill.
Yeah, it was deserved hype eh.
Yes, deserved talaga kasi pinapara siya kay Cartesi. Pero to be in line with Cartesi, kailangan patunayan. Right. And hindi na para sa akin, hindi ko nakita 'yon on the regular season. I want to see more of H2O. And ang nakakatakot kasi dito, baka totoo yung sinabing statement ni Daki na mechanical ceiling na to. Wala na. Kumbaga, hindi na siya maitatabi talaga kay Cartesi.
What if? Big what ifs that can be answered sa ating playoff series that is coming up next. But before we head into the games and all the analysis, tingnan muna natin ano ang mga sinasabi ng mga players heading into this matchup.
Kumusta naman yung journey ng BREN Esports dito sa MPL Season 6?
And okay naman yung journey namin ngayong MPL Season 6 na patapos na yung regular season. Kahit may bago kaming player na si TZ, okay pa rin naman yung mabilis namin nakuha yung chemistry namin. Kita nyo naman sa results ng mga laban namin.
Medyo okay naman, medyo nakakasabay naman kami kahit papaano sa mga MPL teams. Kaso medyo siyempre bago pa lang kami, malaki adjustments yung ginawa namin.
Ikaw, Ribo, sinong gusto mong makatapat dun sa finals?
NXP. Mas sikat kasi sila pag dinurog namin, malalaos agad sila.
Sino sa tingin nyo ang pinakamalaking obstacle ngayon sa Season 6 para mag-champion kayo? Tingin nyo?
Sa akin yung Omega kasi sila yung tumalo sa amin nung last season tsaka yung ngayon din. Yung wala kaming talo, sila na naman tumalo sa amin.
Siguro, ito, retalk lang yung expectation ng tao, tapos sa laro naman, yung sarili nila. Yun lang yung kalaban nila eh. Tingin ko kaya naman nila lahat eh. Talagang sarili lang nila. Kung ano sila nung underground, maibalik lang nila yon. Talagang may chance pa rin. Champion pa rin.
Para sa'yo, Few, syempre sa BREN Esports, this is your second season sa BREN Esports. Gano'n ka-importante para sa organization mo na makuha at mag-champion dito sa MPL?
Kasi nung last season parang ine-expect nila na makuha na namin yung champion kasi nga top 1 kami sa regular season. Tapos ngayong season siguro mas ine-expect nila kasi mga 2-0 na yung mga score namin eh. So tatry namin yung best namin para makamit namin yung championship ngayon.
Siguro mapapatunayan namin sa lahat ng mga nanonood tsaka yung mga sumusuporta na kaya namin gawin kahit na galing kami sa quali. Tsaka makukuha namin yung respeto ng mga nasa MPL kasi totally di naman namin kailangan kunin yung respeto ng mga bashers namin kasi kahit anong gawin namin mabuti, magbabash pa rin yan kaya nga sila bashers eh. So, yun lang, yun ang gusto namin makuha. Respeto ng mga nasa MPL tsaka respeto ng mga sumusuporta sa amin.
Sige, for one last time, gusto kong kausapin yung mga fans nyo, magpasalamat kayo, or kung may gusto mo na sabihin sa mga fans, pati na rin sa mga katapat nyo sa playoffs.
Sa mga kalaban namin sa playoffs, pagandaan nyo kami. Sana next play agad para laglag agad yung mga EI sa MPL. Tapos sa mga sumusuporta sa amin, dyan lang kayo dudurugin namin next play kung sila makatapat.
Ang message ko sa mga kalaban namin, syempre, umanda kayo lahat sa papakita ng next play solid this playoffs. And good luck na lang sa ating lahat.
Di lang kami dito nag-hype Sa interviews pa nga lang, ang hype na ng mga sinasabi ng mga teams natin, especially on the side of BREN. Now, let's keep things a little bit more serious here for just a moment.
Okay.
Ano yung stakes dito na sa laban na to for whoever wins and whoever loses?
Medium prayer.
Wait. Actually, first of all, I just want to point out na on a serious note, Ang winning condition kasi dito ng next play for me is kailangan nilang tumbling.
Tumbling? Ano tumbling?
Yeah. Ano ba tumawag sa nagtatumbling?
Ano?
Gymnast.
Oh my God.
Oh no! No, I'm trying to keep like a serious panel here, and then on fire din ang mga sinasabi ng panelists natin. Grabe yung mga hype na sinasabi. Baka gymnast na nga secret weapon now, but seriously, it's because of all the things na sinabi nila all throughout the season, things that were said about next play before the season even started. Man, ang taas ata ng ano nito na this isn't for the championship, pero labanan to para sa pride
Yeah, exactly.
Yung ano kasi, alam mo yung itong affair na to, respect begets respect Na
Right.
parang, actually, feeling ko nga Bren yung pinaka, alam mo yun, yung nasa mission, na patunayan sa NXP na, puro kayo ganyan-ganyan. Pero the thing is, it's nice for NXP. You get to have all eyes on you na, okay, pag napatunayan namin, everyone sees it, di ba?
Right.
Unlike other teams na pag nakakatalo sila ng ibang malalaking teams, it's nice. NXP, if they do that, they're doing it on the biggest stage. And
Exactly.
alam mo yun, parang perfect opportunity to kasi Bren ang kalaban.
Exactly.
nila.
One of the biggest teams, if not the biggest.
Yep.
And pinag-usapan namin ito ng mga talents beforehand when we were sharing our thoughts lang about this upcoming series na it's a crossroads. All or nothing talaga to. Sabihin natin, matalo ang BREN, people are gonna say they choked. Kung manalo ang BREN, kung matalo ang NXP, sasabihin ng tao sa kanila, hype lang sila. Grabe, it's so much to talk about here in terms of what is being said. But tignan muna natin ang mga numero, ang data natin with the stats. Average KDA, BREN, that is a significant lead. Second to the 6th ng NXP. Match win rate, no surprise there. Alam na natin kasi nga, first place ng regular season, it's BREN Esports. First blood counts though. Mas lamang dito ang NXP. Average team net worth difference. Wow, that's a massive leap.
Grab, negative. So, kahit, sorry pero kahit nananalo sila dito, that just means na lagi silang behind. So, that tells you na NXP, they're always playing from behind. And if you're against BREN, which is a team na kahit lugi na, biglang mananalo after 3 minutes, try to, if we review the games of BREN, almost all the time, nagre-reflect naman sa team network difference. Kahit malulugi sila, they're able to find a way, always, lagi sila nakakaharap ng paraan para ma-settle yung network difference. And if you're NXP, you're playing from behind, and BREN is in front of you, they're ahead, they're the ones driving, I think that's a little scary.
Oh, and the negative net worth here for NXP, it sort of like doubles down on your point earlier, Chin, na parang they're still here.
Yeah.
They're still in the playoffs. Kahit na they're playing from behind, nakaabot din sila dito sa punto na to.
Welcome to the playoffs.
Yeah, let's face facts here. BREN is a giant team, diba?
Super.
BREN is a giant team, and NXP, they're the ones that are trying to claw their way out of this monstrosity na possible mangyari sa kanila.
That's the exact word I want to say. Monster talaga.
Monster talaga.
And this could be a really great underdog story for NXP if somehow they topple the giants ng BREN Esports. A lot of NXP fans are going to be really happy there. But so far in the stats, still not looking good for them. Turtle control rate, 71.43%. Para sa BREN Esports, 47.62% pa lang sa NXP. Of course, that reflects din sa average team net worth difference nila. Lord per game, mas mataas pa rin ng BREN, but not that far, really. Unique hero picks though, mas malaki ang unique hero picks dito ng NXP. Is this a possible setup for whatever secret na hinalo nila?
Yan yung new meta. Pero actually interested ako sa turtle control rate. Remember, I released a video back then, yung NXP versus Chicolet game ng qualifiers. Well, I talk about a particular aspect of the game on that video na minsan kapag kumo-contest ng turtle, factor din kung kailan mo tinitake yung buffs. Like for example, if you're a Hayabusa and you're required to get the red buff, hindi mo pwede kunin yon at 1 minute. As in, hindi pwedeng mamatay yung red buff na yun in 1 minute. Why? After 2 minutes, nag-i-spawn yung turtle. So mamimili ka, turtle or red buff. That's something na dapat i-consider din na next play. And for the longest time, I don't see them do that. Yung timers, medyo hindi naman sila sinasabi natin wala silang respect for timers. Pero compared to teams like Omega and Blacklist, nakita natin kahapon, grabe yung respeto sa timers. Every single time, after 1 minute 58 seconds, yung Omega nakapwesto na sa blue buff sa purple buff ng Harit. That's the amount of respect of these teams towards timers. And NXP compared to those teams, medyo malaki yung gap when it comes to that aspect.
Last game history, BREN versus NXP. Kaya at the start na-mention ko dito yung Itlog Wars. There was a bunch of people nag-share, nagpo-post ng emoji at litrato ng mga itlog. 2-0. Week 6, day number 3. Let's look at the heroes na ginamit dito ng BREN Esports. Still, Xborg, that was someone that they use here. Someone that we haven't seen a lot of this season, pero andyan pa rin yung mga usual support picks natin na Natalia, Farsa. They don't have the traditional tank pick. NXP though pulled out the Grok here. A little bit experimental.
Yeah. I believe yan yung after, and then before Project Next, no? Na nag-stay away na sila from the Atlas. Even though hindi natin nakita yung Atlas dito, medyo weird actually na may Grok. So again, ito yung experimentation stage ng NXP. And there was a time on the regular season na sa sobrang experiment nila nagpalit ng role si Yawi and si Chester. I don't know what that entails, kung ano yung naging reason behind that. Pero for me, the biggest story of this affair is the battle of supports. Sige, granted, andyan si Cartesi, H2, labanan ng mga idols, ng mga Lodi. The biggest disparity comes on the support. If you're gonna compare Few to Chester, napakalayo nung gap. And sinabi na nga ng coach mismo ng BREN Chester should not play skill shot heroes. Siguro aside from Selena. Chester is a really good Selena player. Pero any other than that, medyo ang layo nung gap Ang napakalayo talaga ng gap ng BREN pagdating sa sports compared to NXP.
Bakit hindi nga natin makita yung Selena in this game just because ayaw lang nila ibigay ni K. Chester yon with how great he is as a Selena player here. One thing that I want to go back to real quick as we're looking at the last game history is yung top hero picks nila. The philosophy is there. It's the fighters and then yung core. Yung main core lang nung BREN, it was the Lancelot. Para sa NXP, it was the Ling. Sa fighters ng BREN, it was the Tams and there's one more that I'm forgetting there. But on the side of NXP, it was the Khalid and the Cho. Does that mean na medyo pareho sila in drafting philosophy?
Siguro pagdating sa fighters, yes, kasi ang daming Xborgs, daming Katotkacha. Nung regular season, definitely pareho sila. Pero I don't think it is the same story now. Siguro yung Khalid will be highly contested between these two teams. Pero ang pinakamalaking contention dito is yung finals, no? Ito nakikita nyo sa screen, no? Cartesi and H2O, this is a battle of Lancelots and Links. Yeah. Pero with the problem is, well, may problema din si BREN, no? Kapag na-force si Cartesi into marksman, YSS. Pero may potential din kasi sila na mag 1-2-2. And with H2O, I think the only time that I've seen him perform well on a funnel marksman is on the Roger. Oh. And that's not something that you want to play against BREN kasi they really excel at early game control and maximizing their heroes para hindi mo makuha yung early game advantage. Very rare times na nakita natin si BREN natalo na early game.
As we move on to show more stats here, since ikaw yung historia natin dito sa MPL, Cartesi and H2O, what do you think of pag naririnig mo yung pangalan ng Cartesi?
Para sa akin kasi, una siya nag-boom talaga back in season 2. Okay, so ngayon naman, ngayong season 6, actually, for me, like my own observation, parang yung may ganong klaseng image ngayon or hype is H2O . Like ako personally, ako sinusundan ko siya also. Like as an assassin main, as an assassin player, pinapanood ko tong si H2O talaga . So for me, parang it's almost like hindi man carbon copy, pero
parang naalala mo lang.
Actually pwede kasi kung tutuusin, mga apo na to ni Doggy .
That's true.
Anak ni Doggy yung Ether main back then who eventually turned into BREN and then now he produced another NXP naman.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking pwede silang magpinsan or magkapatid. I don't know.
Like that's true. That's something that people forget. There are members here of BREN Esports that were under the wing of Doggy nung season 1. Nung Aether main pa sila. And now parang nakita natin yung reflection ni Cartesi sa mukha ni H2O here on NXP. Of course, main funnel carry dito ng next play. H2O, MB is going to be on that XP lane along with Renegade.
Yeah.
Chester as the utility support, Yawi as their main tank. Now, the battle of the supports here, Chester versus Few. Anything you want to say about that, Midnight?
Well, I expounded on that Ang siguro another aspect on that on that specific comparison is may flexing capabilities if you saw the lane prediction. Itong NXP na to, yan set in stone yan 131, which is by the way not the final strategy. 131 na sa laning setup. Yan yung 131. Yan nakikita niyo sa screen na yan. With BREN, yung nakita niyo 131 kanina, that can change. If you remember, Few was a marksman. Few has played support, off-lane mages, and the marksman role. And if you look at the composition of BREN, kumpleto sila lahat. Meron silang mage, meron silang funnel, meron silang marksman, meron silang support, and meron silang tank. So, kumpleto yung even though 5 lang yung BREN, no, which is weirdly enough, sila yung pinaka-kumpletong team dito sa MPL. Kasi if they try to swap out the roles, all 5 players can still be the main 5. If you flex out Few, kapag ginawa mo siya marksman, mage, or TC, mag-isang offlane si Flap, balik tayo sa lumang strategy, it can still fit kasi Rebo has played support.
Yes.
So, interesting lang kasi BREN has that flexing prowess over NXP. So, ang surprise dito, hindi actually magagaling sa NXP. Sa BREN pa nga galing yung surprise.
Kung ano ba ang gagawin nila sa setup nila, here are the keys to victory for BREN Esports. Give Garl TZ Assassins, establish buff and objective controls. That's where the timers that you mentioned there comes in. Midnight, early 5-man movement, target Yawi's hero pool, and continued micro decisions.
Yeah, yung pinakamahinang aspect kasi talaga ng NXP, all of their games, sa mga pinanalo nilang games, Yawi had the comfort hero. Every viewer of MPL would say na, oy, ang ganda ng game ng NXP, ang lakas ni H2O. Pero that was a setup by the tank. Sinabi ni Paolo Expert ko hapon, the tanks are the most important players on the map. Kasi sila yung nag-i-enable ng funnel and sila din yung nag-i-enable ng supports. And if you try to shut that down, suddenly you find NXP on their weakest point. We've seen H2O suffer so much because Yawi is incapable of helping him. So if you just focus your mind on that, tanggalin mo yung pinaka-comfort hero ni Yawi, then si H2O naman yung magbubuhat dito for NXP. And that's the problem. H2O has not been consistent in taking over games.
Let's see now, ano ba ang keys to victory for NXP, considering as how hindi masyado consistent si H2O lately. Okay, better drafting or lineup. Yeah, that's something you really have to do against BREN Esports. Force Carl TZ on the YSS. Prioritize Yawi and H2O to really get their team going. Avoid unreliable compositions. Surprise factor. Gymnast.
Sorry, before we get to the surprise factor, yung to force Carl TZ on YSS, kasi, going back again to Season 2, and all the way until now, ng Season 6, si Carl TZ has had parang mga remnants or mga shadows with the likes of sila Hajizi, and sila H2O, sila Full Clip, pero in my opinion lang din, si Carl TZ lang yung nakita kong ganito He has this prowess to find, I don't know if you know this term, yung weakness thread. Alam mo yun?
Yeah.
Siya lang yung nakita ko yung may talagang selective targeting talaga na lulusot talaga siya dyan at makikita niya yung target na yun.
Just to make the most out of the weakness.
As in, ganun si Carl TZ. At from these other boys, yun nga, si Carl TZ lang yung nakita ko may ganun.
And there you have it. Keys to victory para sa NXP, solid as well. A lot has been said about this match on social media, but you know, at this point, alam ko gutom na gutom yung mga dalawang teams na to at yung mga players nila na ipakita na lang sa Land of Dawn. Bakbakan kung bakbakan, tapos na ang salita, kita-kits na lang tayo kung saan in the map. Si Reptar, Chin Valdez, Midnight, we are your panel. Let's go and bring it to our casters.
BREN lang malakas!
Support namin, BREN! BREN lang malakas!
BREN lang malakas!
BREN lang malakas!
BREN lang malakas! BREN lang malakas!
I support Team Next Plate and XP Solid. I'm gonna go for them in the MPL playoffs.
I support Team Next Play.
I support Next Play Predator.
I support Team Next Play Predator solid.
Hashtag the next play way.
And we are back here in the MPL. Game number 2 of day number 2. It is the hypest match of the playoffs right now. BREN Esports versus NXP. Wolf, how excited are you for this match?
You know, we've been waiting for this since, I think, even 3 weeks ago when there was an announcement that this is the destined matchup no matter what happens in the playoffs. I think, or in the group stages, I think this happened 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yes.
And everybody was anticipating this. And here we are, moments away from the actual match of BREN and NXP.
Man, I just want to emphasize on the story this time on this one. It all started when NXP off-season players came in, and then they said that, hey, we will dominate all of the teams. We will crush all of the teams 2-0. And then eventually BREN, with the banters on social media,
it's different, man.
Sorry, I'm lost for words. They just pummeled every team there is, and they 2-0 NXP on their series. And in every match that NXP has, BREN always have something to say. Yeah. Always have this egg status that they post every time.
I think that we have already shown the story. It was you who actually laid out the story.
Right? Oh yeah, I forgot.
In his segment, that was a few weeks back, and
Week
it was a
6.
big storyline that we were talking about, all of the banters from both teams. And then again, here we are. If you want to support NXP Solid, man, scan this code and cheer for your team.
You know what, Wolf? BREN Esports, the coach, he said that he thinks that NXP is not in line, is not up par with their strengths. And he assured to everyone that this is a 3-0.
Yep.
Speaking of BREN, can support them by scanning this code that you're seeing in your screens. But you know what? I think that it's because of that statement that Coach Lucky said. That is the trigger factor now for NXP to really focus and to really practice, to really train to get to this hard obstacle.
All right, it makes me think that yes, it might be an advantage. I don't know personally how BREN Esports are going to be preparing against NXP, or how they have prepared, I mean. But for BREN Esports, if they underestimate NXP, there could be a chance that they did not prepare at all for NXP. Yeah. I mean, we've seen a lot of posts online about BREN Esports playing different, games and quite a bit distracted.
Could have been.
Here's the deal, though. This is an established team. They have good coaching staff.
Yeah.
They have the facility to do so.
Yeah.
And this kind of makes me think that BREN Esports, no matter what we say, they will be prepared against NXP Solid. But we'll see.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is now the draft for game number 1. And I like that you pointed out, Wolf, that BREN has all the advantage, right? Facility, coaching staff, probably the discipline. But meanwhile, NXP, the most hypest team, probably the most popular team to join again here in the MPL. Of course, with their, what they call him, the clan lord, Mr. Doggy himself, right?
Yeah, the leader of the clan.
The leader of the clan.
Yeah.
Helping this team to get here, of course, with the support of YOLO, ex-member of Execration, and ex-player in the MPL. All of the pressure right now is actually on the side of NXP when they came into the tournament. But right now, in this specific series, I can therefore say that BREN is under pressure because of the statement that they did.
I think I agree with you. In some of the interviews that we did outside of this, Manjin, I think I'm adamant to say that if NXP wins just one game against BREN Esports, particularly the early games, the first few games of the best of 3 series, best of 5 series, I mean. For example, let's just say that NXP Solid wins game 2, or if they win game 1 even.
Yeah.
that is a lot of mind games, a lot of pressure that they will now be bringing onto BREN Esports. Because BREN Esports, they had a bold claim that they will 3-0 NXP Solid.
That will definitely backfire against them. But man, BREN is doing quick picks here, Wolf.
Yeah.
After the Alice and the Ling, BREN just immediately picked the Thams and the Lancelot. And dude, you know this. There is always the Selena pick for BREN. How scary is this right now?
This is the scariest of all. I would honestly say that NXP Solid, with the ban on Barats, on Uranus and Esmeralda, I think that they have shot themselves in the foot because they should never ever give this Selena to BREN Esports. Then again, for NXP Solid, I think that they're more scared about these two heroes. I think that they should have given either the Esmeralda and the Uranus and then just pick up the other one. Because I think that the Selena is just a hero that BREN Esports can play around with. Look at this lineup. It's
in every lineup.
It's
right.
It's part of every lineup of BREN.
I get you, but now for the side of NXP, I think they're also comfortable with this. They did what they did actually after they lost the first 4 weeks in the MPL is that they now prioritize the heroes of H2O in the first phase of the picks.
Exactly.
Always. It's gonna be either the Ling or probably the Roger, but it needs to be at the first phase of the picks.
And this also means that NXP Solid should be definitely prepared about this. I wonder if they are. So they pick up Akai against the Lancelot.
Yeah.
This is actually really nice.
Yeah.
Few people would really pick up the Akai against in the meta that we have right now, but it's actually good against this Lancelot, and it can also be the one to step on the traps. Like if you're mine sweeping, right?
Yep.
With this Akai, because of your shield and because of the fact that you have 1,000 pounder, it's easy for you to clear those traps.
So the question is, who's gonna use this Akai right now for NXP? Probably it's going to be Yawi, who just showed us that he can really pull off all of these tanky heroes and just showed to us that, hey, I belong to the reign of strong tanks here in the tournament. But again, we're not sure because he can probably play the Carmilla. So there you go. That's Yawi's Carmilla. Chester will now play the Akai. It's now again a 2-tank setup for NXP.
Exactly. What I am really... I think that it's important to take note that NXP Solid, this is not them playing in the meta, but at least this is them playing in their comfort picks. Gonna be looking at Chester on this Akai as well as quote-unquote supporting Carmilla, I think. So it's your magical damage output.
Yep.
It is indeed Yawi to pick up the Carmilla and then Chester on the Akai. I think this is comfort spot for them.
Yeah.
And it is a set of heroes that can actually match the Lancelot.
It is.
I'm looking at this for NXP. If this goes late, their lineup can be stronger against BREN Esports. Maybe the bigger question is, can their knowledge, in-game knowledge, and their mechanics be enough for BREN Esports in the late game?
Yeah, their win condition here is just to take it up until the ultra late game mark, probably up until 18 minutes, because it's looking like BREN with their lineup right now, they want to fight, and fight, especially with the arrow coming in 3 seconds. I don't know, man. This Yawi Carmilla pick is not that successful for NXP in the past few games that they had, but they trust the instincts of Yawi, especially with the Vengeance. Let's go! The hypest match of the season. H2O and Yawi now in the mid lane as Carl TZ and Pew will start off as 3. The Akai Chester now starting the orange buff for H2O to take.
And look at this, Lusty doing that block. If you recall MPL Season 4, it was Lusty to use that Grok to block, right? This cannon, right? They're delaying the lane, but this time Lusty is using the ejector to slow that down so that they will have a better chance here taking this purple buff.
Yep, and that's it. They actually also got the Little Wanderer, if I'm not mistaken. So that is a good start for BREN Esports. As looking at the side lanes right now, Renny J on his signature Cho, and we have the Tams right here. No stuns whatsoever from Pew, but now the Lancelot will take the orange buff. So is this a dangerous spot though for H2O?
It is a dangerous spot indeed.
Ooh.
But with Chester outplaying this one, it could be good.
Let's
That's
see.
what you need. Definitely what you need.
Lusty is here. Can he take the purple buff? No, he can't. That is the retribution from H2O as a few will back off here. He's falling low, uses the flicker. Carltese is also here with, of course, the help from Flaptese on getting the first blood as H2O will pop the Tempest of Blades. Flaptese will also sight his way out.
And that's the first blood going in favor of BREN Esports. Do take note that from October 27th to the November 13th, log in the game and participate in the Trickster's Village event and get Halloween candies for a treasure spin. Each spin will cost 4 Halloween candies and you can get up to 7 each day. Now, if you have 10 spins, that's a guaranteed. There is the special skin Hammer Giant, as you can see in your screen.
Wow, there you go. Get it now and log into the game and draw that free skin. Speaking of free skin, I mean a freebie. BREN Esports taking freebies around the map on getting Lethal Wanderers and getting a clear lead on the laning stage. Look at this. Rebo at level 4 and Flaptese just owning Renny J in the top.
Yeah, because he knows that they can really just clear out the way. Flaptese, this is his special.
Yeah,
he
the Tham
loves
special.
playing this Thams. He knows every single thing about the Thams.
Did you see that, man?
What happened? I kind of missed that. What?
Few uses the Abyssal Trap in advance and H2O got delayed because he stepped into a trap inside a wall.
Yeah, and you know that if you're controlled, it's bad. Yawi though.
Yawi though, falling low. There you go. Goodbye, Yawi. As Carltese is also at half health, but of course, no follow-up for the side of NXP Solid. So, going back to what you said, Wolf, the plan here is for the BREN to end it early. But how can NXP extend this to the late game?
Well, they need a massive initiation from Chester, but that might not happen. As you can see in the middle, we had a straight-up chance to see Chester really land a big combo. Unfortunately, he popped the Hurricane Dance far too early. That's why the combo wasn't there. I mean, imagine this. You want to pop the Tempest of Blades on top of the enemy heroes and want to hit that AoE damage with the Ling. But because of the fact that the Akai just used the Hurricane Dance to shove them all away, that meant that the combo from NXP Solid did not push through. And now H2O, let's be careful about this.
Here we see Carltese at level 7 and H2O at level 6. He's not delayed yet though, but okay, Renny J trying to outplay Flaptese. And this is what you get if, oh no, Renny J.
Oh my god.
Look at this, the quickness and the swiftness of Carltese on this Lancelot after landing the Thorn Throws just immediately with the puncture.
He knows exactly what to do against this matchup. Even when it's not the most favorable one, still managed to take it out like a boss. Oh, yeah. Lusty, no way!
Wow. Oh, almost hit him with the arrow. Few though, but H2O will get out. There you go, another Hurricane Dance for Chester to save the life of H2O, and Yawi will pay the price. Dude, the synchronization from BREN right now, it's outmatching NXP.
And definitely now they even took down Chester with the massive outplay. I mean, out from fuse arrows, and they will also take a turret. This is their win condition. They need to dominate early, and they're doing it.
Yep.
So easily against NXP Solid.
Yep, and now Revo is up with the immortality. How good is this if you play the X-Board?
It's perfect because you have NXP Solid sign up. They want to finish everybody or anyone easily, like as fast as they can. And immortality at 5 minutes means that Revo is very confident at this point.
Yep. Oh my, this is bad news for NXP. They don't have items yet. Nice kick coming in from Renny J. Here comes another Phantom Execution from Carltese, and Yawi is also in half health. Pops the Vengeance and also pops the Crimson Flower. But there you go, probably another turtle for the side of BREN Esports to take this, as Carltese will miss that Thorn Rose.
Oh my.
Oh
Arrow
my.
connects and it's goodbye.
Oh my. And it rhymes, man.
It rhymes. Now, look at Few just making it hard.
Okay, Chester with the Hurricane Dance. That is going to be the first kill for NXP Solid. Yawi right now also falling low once again, as Few is actually overextended his welcome at the purple pin
Yeah,
for NXP.
they want to just take away the purple buff from this Ling, and that's the right decision anyways. But then again, it backfired. But for BREN Esports, I think, and I'm sure that that's not much. That's a support. And the fact that they are making NXP Solid react like a commitment of the Tempest of Blades and the Hurricane Dams at this moment. It's massive because it also allows BREN Esports to play aggressively because they know that there's no ultimate available from their opponents.
I think that you're pointing out that NXP is quite confused right now whether they would like to team fight or they would like to defend. Because looking at the items, you have this ambush mechanic now for BREN, but okay, NXP again with another pick off. Can BREN take a revenge kill though? Yawi is going to be the main target of the side. Here comes the flowing blood from MB as H2O is also setting it up, but okay, that is clearly a miscommunication for NXP. Even though they got a kill, BREN with the revenge kill as well.
And of course, that is gonna put a lot of confidence now for BREN Esports. Even Lusty is just gonna be able to play aggressively now. As you can see, an invade for BREN Esports is gonna happen, and I don't think that NXP Solid will be prepared for this. If they do fight, it might be bad for them, like what you're seeing right now.
But they got it.
At least.
Oh man, I can't unsee. I can't unsee how BREN is just owning NXP Solid in every part of the map.
Exactly. They know, they have mastered this, and I think with the draft, you're looking at the draft, there's not much pressure on NXP Solid side, and there's a ton of pressure on BREN Esports. I think the fact that NXP Solid led through this Selena really is gonna be a big problem because it allows BREN Esports to pick any kind of hero for Lusty.
Yeah.
And TC just can pick up the Lancelot and is already A-okay.
Okay, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Carl TZ also with the Retribution. Jester now with the Hurricane Dance getting Carl TZ. Is he the main target as a Phantom Execution will hit him? And there you go. Another good pickup for BREN and probably will extend this up until the third main inhibitor of NXP. H2O just clearing out the bottom lane. But still, it's BREN who is leading.
They
there you
have
go.
Massive lead at this point, and they're just gonna be able to pressure the map. Look at Kartizi. That is a good heads-up play because what he wants to do is just to put NXP Solid's lineup low, like the HPs of the players of NXP Solid needs to be low for them to be just clearly cleaning out all of the lanes for themselves.
And that's bad news. Like, you need to put in a lot of effort just to do that, right?
Exactly.
So, if you're gonna look at the items now, look at this quick item builds for Carl DZ. Now with the Endless Battle, also have that Blade of Hephaestus. It means that he really wants to ambush and wants to pick NXP Solid. You know what, man? I think that what you said about the Selena, we're now seeing it for the side of BREN.
Yeah, it's pretty evident how much of a comfort this is for BREN Esports. And Carl TZ matchup advantage at 9 minutes in. This hero, the Lancelot, can just punish NXP Solid. The damage output is real.
Yeah. Oh man, this is a crucial team fight for NXP right now. They don't want this. They want a kick. Rebo with the initiation. Last Insanity connecting. But Rebo will actually miss. That is, of course, Yawi tanking a lot of damage output. But Yawi will also fall down. Girl DZ falling low. Phantom Executions out. Here comes the flowing blood for MB. Can he get Carl DZ? No.
Answer is no. Definitely no. Big lead now for BREN Esports means that they can also take over the jungle of NXP Solid. And they are really just starving H2O at this point.
Oh, man. Massive lead.
Arrow!
Another arrow from Pew, but Rebo. Okay. Showing a little bit of flex there.
Just some flexing. He knows that that H2O cannot fight him at this point. H2O is just 1-0-1. Doesn't have any death, but he's also just level 13 compared to Cartesi's level 15.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that even the items will speak a lot because we know that Cartesi is so farmed right now.
He's so farmed, man. So fat right now. You know what? We've been talking about the late game. We're now at the 11-minute mark of the game. But looking at the items, it seems like NXP Solid's item progression is also delayed, man.
Yeah.
So, how is this? How can they defend this? They're already down with the tower. BREN is always like pushing, shoving the lanes. They're not giving space to NXP. They could...
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, no.
I was just gonna say that they have to utilize this link to shove the lanes easily and then also use the
But they
Alice
also, yeah.
so that they can hold this game, but unfortunately that didn't happen.
Renegade is also in trouble. Chester with another Hurricane dance, but man, another wasted ultimate for NXP.
It's as one-sided as it gets now.
Oh my god.
Yahweh
also just, man, Lusty throwing him to places. And now BREN popping the recalls. Is it the end? Wolf, H2O is now alive.
Even when H2O is alive, this is a big push from BREN esports. Maybe, I think for BREN esports, it will just take the buffs right now and then they'll be A-okay once again. We're gonna be waiting for Flap TZ who will recall to base. Get the Lord with the Cotard Inferno. Bonus attack speed and could be over afterwards.
But there you go. Nice kick coming in from Renegade, but Rebo with the last insanity flickers in. Nice initiation from Rebo though. But again, Carl TZ is now unstoppable because of the follow-up. Rebo also falling low. Here comes H2O, but Rebo, the doctor, is now out. But Carl TZ, the child prodigy, can he outplay this? Is this an overextension from BREN esports?
Oh no! No way!
TZ! The killing spree and the savage, the child prodigy. Look at the camera right now. BREN esports taking game number 1.
Victory!
What just happened? Carl TZ with the savage, probably the best in the history of MPL. At least in the playoffs. That savage was savage, man.
I'm savage.
Too easy for Carl TZ.
Dude, what was that?
Science cannot explain that.
We all thought that it was an overextension from BREN, but Carl TZ once again, this kid is proving to everyone he is probably one of the greatest mechanical players right now.
Well, there are many claims that Carl TZ is the best player in the league, and MPL Season 6, you can honestly say that this is the best season for Carl TZ, and that is the testament. That is your receipt. If somebody asks you, who's the best carry player in the season, show that clip on how he managed to survive and kill off the 5 members of NXP Solid.
Dude, I can't believe I'm lost for words. Like what you've said, science. Science is not enough to explain what happened. But speaking of explanation, I hope that our panelists can explain this to us. Rockhart, what happened there?
They were very aggressive, right? And they did a phenomenal job in making sure na si Carl TZ ay dumamang dun sa game na yon. And despite that loss for NXP, I'm still super impressed. Even in time na parang sobra na lugi na yung NXP, si H2O pa rin talagang siguro niya na hindi siya masyadong magtas. And yung dulong moment na yun, akala ko nga yun na nga yun eh. Akala ko yun yung turn around moment. After that, kung makalaban siguro sila, kung ma-takedown nila si Carl TZ nun, that would have been it. Yun na yun. Yun na yung iniintay nila kanina pa. And despite losing out on multiple lanes dito sa game na to, nakadali pa rin sila ng isang victory. Again, I would like to see a better draft here. I think Kiawi is definitely solid, it's gonna be more solid on a tank. On like a solid tank talaga na they're trying to swap out roles like sabi nga natin ng panel kanina, pero it really doesn't work out well. So we're hoping to see something change in terms of that support and tank department. Now, on the post-match data naman, definitely a lot of control. Napakaganda ng control ng BREN Esports dito. Sa game ito, 8-3 in all, in both orange and purple buff. And tower agad ang gusto tower agad ang hinahabol ng BREN Esports dito sa game na to, and complete turtle control as well. It's yung lineup ng BREN Esports, medyo classic to no? Wala masyadong pinagbago sa piniplay nila mula nung regular season pa. Pero they've shown na kayang-kaya nilang patakbuhin to ng napaka-effective. And yun naman din ang impressive sa BREN Esports. Like, even though they can use the old meta, still, it's pretty much gives the same results as they did in the regular season. Diba? Let's go to the replays. I think dito madami tayong moments na makitang the power of BREN Esports is hindi mo talaga makakaila. Right there, as you can see, it's very difficult to make a Carmilla work in the early game. Chester, most of the Hurricane dances were defensive. So talagang they're focusing on keeping alive. Staying alive lang talaga mga tol. Trying not to die. Pero again, magnet arrows by few. Mahirap ibigay ang Selena sa BREN Esports. Napakagandang resulta ang nabibigay niyan tuwing nahawakan ni Few kahit sino pa ang kalaban. Again, small moments pag nagkasama-sama ang NXP, pag nakabuelo sila, kita nyo naman may laban. Pero again, when BREN Esports goes first, yun ang nagiging problema at kaya nilang i-follow through dire-diretso up until the later parts. Again, overall, the Hurricane dances, we need to see more of that in the offensive way. Kung pipilit nila mag-hide, it needs to be more on the offensive and not on just keeping people alive. Good job kay Carl dito. I wish we could slow-mo this. Ito na yun Kala ko turning point na to. H2O was doing a great job in holding everything steady. Yan, salamat. And ito na yun Kaya nila i-take down to. But again, perfect timing on the forehand rows. H2O was even on the finish points waiting for the perfect moment. Pero ang nangyari, si Carl TZ pa ang nakadali. And that was picture perfect. Right there for BREN Esports. He's definitely gonna be MVP here. 9-0 and 7 dito sa Lancelot na ito. The second Savage ng MPL Season 6. Yung una is si Few. Nung nag-Eudora naman siya nung Week 8. At talaga naman, BREN Esports, they know how to get the ball rolling. Ika nga nila. And that's very, very impressive coming in from the guys in yellow and black. So will we see another one like that? Posible. Download game ba? Posible din. Makita natin yan, of course, in the next game that we will have. Pero bagong lahat, scan nyo muna ang QR codes dyan sa baba ng screen nyo. Support BREN Esports naman. And I'm sure madami na kayong nakitang mga posts sa social media nyo. Mamaya na tayo mag-post dyan. I-scan muna natin, i-follow muna natin sila using these QR codes. Same with NXP Solid. For sure, kadalasan na manonood natin, naka-follow na kayo. So, you're pretty good. Pero kung hindi pa, yan, use your phone, scan those QR codes as well. Same with the official MPL-PH Facebook page. Yan lang tayo kumuha ng source, ng news sources. At yung stream, dyan din tayo manood. Huwag na tayo dun sa mga pirata. Right there, fill the survey to win rewards. Namimigay din ang Moonton na rewards. Mga nag-fill ng survey na yan, balita ko. So might as well do that as well, di ba? Salamat Moonton. Napakabait. And of course, after itong QR codes, ready na ba ang mga phone nyo? Naka-ready na yung redeem? Kasi, alam nyo na. Giveaway codes right there on the bottom of your screens. Laging kaliwa, no? Giveaway code on the bottom of your screens. Go ahead and claim them sa mga nag-enjoy habang nag-ready yung mga teams natin, habang bumabalik sila sa lobby at nag-iinit na ulit na mag-draft. Kala ko si Gymnast na sayang. So, makain nyo, di ba? We'll see more of that later on for sure. Again, the keys to victory were very important, I think, dun sa matchup na yon. Nahuli ng BREN Esports yung keys to victory nila. Carl TZ back on the Lancelot. Napakagandang panoodin. Will they show us more? Yun ang magandang tanong. And on the other side naman, for NXP, will they go back to the old form? Will they develop the new meta? Mapapabayaan ba mag-Roger sa H2O? Madaming mga tanong na kailangang masagot sana right here on the draft. Malapit na. Let's pass it on to our casters.
Thank you so much, Rockhart, for that wonderful analysis. But man, I cannot really say I'm lost for words because it was a total owning performance from BREN Esports, and it seems like 3-0 is going to happen.
No, it might
because
happen.
of that game number 1. I don't know.
Just the thing to really amplify how important that play was, because we know BREN Esports back when they were Aether main, when they were so dominant because they're the strongest team in the league. they are using stickers, recalls, and such good plays. Carl TZ, after those stickers, which they used again and recalls, he also outplayed NXP Solid, giving them hope that he can die, but in the end, taking them all down. I think that was the best ever showcase of mechanical play and mechanical swag.
Yeah.
And here they are watching this.
They're reviewing.
They're reviewing it already.
They're reviewing the clip.
I know how do you feel about this? This is the first time I'll see
we saw that
there are numbers.
Oh, they have numbers.
Curtis is number 24.
Wow.
Kobe.
That's interesting. Esports jerseys with numbers.
Yep.
Why not, right?
Yeah. So this is the child prodigy, right? Carl
Yeah,
TZ,
Carl
number
TZ.
24, repping
Oh my God.
Kobe himself.
By the way, for all of the viewers right now is watching this, there's a delay on stream. So,
Yeah.
like, you cannot really say that these guys are stream sniping.
Yeah, they
Don't
are.
worry. Don't worry, guys.
There's a delay and they are also
right?
getting watched. Here's the
Yeah.
thing. If it's already in-game, they are going to be required to shut it all
so,
down.
like,
Because there are people who are already taking care of them. There are league operations officials. I
Yeah.
forgot what they call.
The league ops.
The league ops. There
Yeah.
are league ops
So,
that control
just-
them. And don't worry, Mr. Valdez himself,
we'll
Himrael
take care of it.
Valdez,
Yeah. Don't worry.
the
So,
league is protected.
For all the people who's gonna comment today, they're watching the stream. Hold your horses and just save your brain cells. Come on.
Exactly,
Save
exactly.
your blood cells.
Yeah,
Save your energy.
Save your energy.
Yeah,
Focus
they're
on
not
what's
allowed
important.
to watch the stream. Like, it has a delay. Come on.
It has a
guys.
delay. Don't worry.
Don't worry. Don't worry. So, yeah, Wolf. Back to what we're saying. How can NXP get back from that defeat? Like, how can it affect their momentum? What are they feeling right now, man?
Well, here's the thing. For NXP, I think they have to just learn from the lessons that, well, I don't know if they're listening to us, but definitely you know that there are really evident mistakes in there, like given the way the Selena, right?
Yeah.
That is a problem for sure. That's one thing that NXP should never ever do. Give these comfort heroes. I mean, obviously, with Cartesi, can be able to use anything.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make sense to ban out heroes for Cartesi.
Yeah.
But then again, if you take away these comfort heroes from BREN Esports, at least you'll have a chance
Yeah.
to go up against them.
I like that you pointed out the Selena, because actually NXP does this. They have Chester on the Selena pick as well. Will BREN open this up? Because right now we have we have a change of sides in the game. BREN will now go for 2 picks, as NXP will prioritize 1.
Yeah.
What is going to be the priority pick here now for NXP? Is it going to be the Selena, or are they gonna steal something from Few?
Yeah,
maybe?
I think it's okay for them to take the Selena, but they have to be careful about the good heroes for BREN Esports, like Natalia. That's gonna be scary. It's Lusty who actually controls the Natalia if they do get their hands on it, so that's also very scary because they can go like double assassin supports instead of the tank plus mage.
Yep,
can go double assassin supports. And look at this. Next play, they also banned Natalia and Selena together, so that's good.
Oh, yeah. So that they're now respecting it.
Yeah.
They know that, hey, Selena is a problem, Natalia is a problem, but you also have a Chango on View. You also have a Popol in Koopa. What else? You also have a Farsa. Well, at least you will delete all of this vision game, right?
Yeah.
So, okay. A Harriet and a Roger ban. It seems like BREN Esports, they know this. They know that these are going to be the picks.
And what I really like about about BREN Esports is that they have massive respect to anybody who they're facing up against when it comes to the draft. Like, I remember BREN Esports and Omega, they're the only teams that ban out the comfort picks, even when it's not the most powerful pick in the meta. For example, Harriet is the most powerful hero in the meta.
Yep.
But if it is given to NXP Solid, yes, they can defeat it, but at the same time, you don't want to give a comfort to NXP Solid. This is why I love BREN Esports. They just know they have a plan, and the plan is to win against their opponents.
And that is definitely clear.
Yeah.
And you know what? I like that you pointed out that BREN, they have this characteristic to really respect their enemies. Just go ahead, delete the heroes, man. Just don't let them use it.
Yeah.
Right? So let them be forced out to use something else, to be uncomfortable in something else. So, let's see. What is the opening now for Chester? Is it going to be a side lane? A Yubzong? Okay,
It is
there you go.
Uranus.
Uranus.
Yeah. What's the answer for Bren? You still have Farsa, so you can pick that up. You also have Valir, so that's also good. Ling.
Oh,
Barrett
Barrett.
obviously is there.
I like the Ling pick because they immediately went for H2O. This is a counter pick right now.
And now with the Lancelot, what will NXP Solid pick? Like Roger is banned, Harith is banned, Lancelot's also already banned as well. Do you go Yi Sun Shin now? Might not be enough against Barrett.
Oh yeah.
So that's a big predicament now for NXP Solid. So you still go for Yi Sun Shin because that's your
That's
only
the
choice.
obvious choice. Yes.
And then there's
Okay,
Kufra. So this is what I like. Yawi, let him pick this hero. I think that the past moments that we saw NXP Solid, they are successful with this Kufra.
Yeah. This is Yawi's favorite hero. Probably will unleash his potential with this Cupra pick. As Renny J will also go for the Uranus. But how can the Barats change the tides of this game? I think this is the first time that we've seen BREN Esports with the Barats pick.
Yeah, it's very strong. I think that it's rarely seen because it's almost automatically banned.
Yep.
I'm not entirely sure what's the win rate for Barrett so far in the playoffs, but I can just imagine that it's big, it's massive.
Yeah. Is it going to be in the hands of Doc Rebo though?
Let's look at Bren. 100% win rate on
the Ling.
On the Ling. Hellcourt, I really like this ban because it's a hero that NXP Solid loves to play, and it's also valid in the double core setup.
Yep, I like it also. And it's a good combination with the Yishin Shin too. So, yeah. You know what? I'm looking at this Cupra pick right now for NXP. Are we gonna see the Yawi special? Because right now, because of the Ling pick, the Cupra will do wonders here for NXP. But we're waiting for another support for both of the teams. So what is Chester and Fuse hero here?
I think you go Valir for any of the teams actually. Since the Farsa is already banned out, BREN Esports can opt to go for that. But then again, this is few, man. To play almost anything. So it's not that scared. I think you can even go for something like Chang'e.
Yeah.
So
or probably a Lunox.
That Lunox will be massive.
Lunox is going to be a good hero against the Uranus and the Kufra too.
You know, I think NXP Solid should also respect the fact that there could be something like Hilda for BREN Esports, because that would be comfort for Lusty. So instead they ban Joed. That's equally good anyways. Well, it's better actually, the Joed over the Hilda.
Over the Hilda. So what is the Lusty pick right now? Because I think Rebo and Flap has already secured their hero. So Few and Lusty, they're talking to each other. Few, you have a Chango. The Valir is also open.
Yeah. I think you go
Oh,
Baksha. Alright, so that's your anti-jungle. That's your jungle invader.
So they're gonna
At the same time, it's a way for you to start the lane. So what you do is you put a mage with the Ling, and then the Baksha starts on the orange buff.
Yeah.
So that when the Ling comes, all he has to do is just to last hit.
Retribute.
If retribution is your choice,
Or
why
maybe
not?
last hit.
Just last it,
Yeah.
because then you can use the retribution for either an invade or secure onto your own purple buff.
Yeah.
For NXP, I think you go Valir this time, and hear me out, could be a 1-1.
Yeah.
1-1 is gonna be great against BREN Esports.
You know what? I think they can pull it off. If they have a 1-1 here, I will definitely agree with it, but they love duo tank setups. So, I'm not really sure because I did not see any... There you go. I did not see any double
core
setups for NXP.
Yeah.
So, there you go. They stole the Valir. I like it.
Yeah.
But
There it is.
okay, there
the
you
debut
go.
of the Kadita. I have been looking for this pick from yesterday. Many times I have mentioned, many times I saw good games for Kadita. This is a good game for Kadita as well. Why? Because if you look at the nature of NXP Solid's lineup, they don't have that immediate burst. It's more of Reap. The damage of Uranus, it's Reap type.
Yeah.
That's also true for true for the
Valier
Valier.
also.
You want to prolong the clash.
Yeah, and the Yishan Shin.
The Yishan Shin as well.
You only have here is the X-Board Glass Insanity.
Yeah.
So,
And the Thalassophobia, which is the passive of the Kadita, it allows you to be a pseudo tank,
Yeah.
wherein you can soak the damage, regen back your health, get out, stun enemies, and delete them.
it's been a long time since we've seen the Breath of the Ocean.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, that is the ultimate of,
It's
of the Kadita.
Is it rough
The
wave?
Rough Waves, I think, is the first skill. Or maybe it's the opposite.
It's the
I think
opposite.
it's Rough Waves, the ultimate.
We have to.
We have
yeah,
to
I think
double
Rough
check.
Waves is the ultimate.
Yeah, and then Breath of the Ocean
Yeah.
is the
And the move, the dash is the Ocean Oddity.
Ocean Oddity. Right, I forgot, but we're gonna check it out. Here we go, seeing the real new logos and smart logos right now, of course. Thank you so much to our sponsors. Game number 2. Game number 2 of BREN Esports
Big shout outs
versus NXP.
Big shout outs to my mates, Calvin Trillius and Kevin Menjola from San Ildefonso, Bulacan. Big shout outs to you boys.
Was good.
They're watching right now and they have been fans ever since of the connection. So hey man, what's
What's
up?
good, man?
What's
Okay,
good?
so you have this Baksha.
Yep. Starting the purple.
Starting the purple. This is interesting. It's
Yep.
not the orange buff. And Cartesi, will he save his retribution? Yes, he will.
Oh.
Okay.
Look at that. The poke from Chester is nothing. So he expended like 30% of his mana, but Few just tanks through it all.
Yep.
Thalassophobia.
There you go. But Lusty is going to be a victim here of the first blood. So, okay, NXP Solid with a nice opening right now for the first few minutes.
And this is what they wanted. You don't really want to be passive. You want to be aggressive.
Yeah, speaking of aggressiveness, man.
Man, for all of you guys who want to get this very aggressive Hammer Giant Teresa special skin, all you have to do is to spin 10 times with our event, Trickster's Village. That's going to be running from October 27 until November 13. Get your Halloween candies and convert them to spins. Spin to win, man.
There you go. But the question is, what is the conversion right now for NXP Solid on getting 2 kills immediately? Those are supports. So, looking at the gold right now, it seems like, yep, they got a little bit of a lead. But I think what they need to do is to really shut down this. There you go. Carl Easy playing it rough.
Now they will have level 4 and reload. That's Daytona's Welcome available. That's actually annoying for anybody because it's not just a 2-second stun or anything.
Yeah.
The fact that you just get gobbled by Daytona on this bats, that's extra control or extra time wherein you don't have anything for the team fight, right? Imagine this, if you gobble the Uranus, the tank ability for NXP Solid is stopped by a big amount, right?
Oh yeah.
That's also true with the core. So I think that BREN Esports, if they play their cards correctly, they can win team fights easily against NXP Solid.
Yep, but speaking of playing cards correctly, Carl Easy and the Lusty targeting the Yishun Shin. Unfazed and relentless assault from BREN Esports. That was a surprise.
And well, for BREN Esports, they found that Valier is not there. The Kufra is there, but that cannot help this H2O Yisen Shin. And they had the go signal because they know that there's nobody up there.
Yep.
To save H2O.
So immediately with a snap, BREN Esports getting near to that deficit of gold. Now with 300, it seems like NXP did not convert anything out of that first few kills. There you go, another turtle coming in for the side of BREN Esports, and they are now targeting. Who's this? It is again H2O. Another shutdown from Lusty with, of course, Slapped Easy. He's falling low as well. Lusty is here left alone, but Yaoi with a bouncing ball ain't gonna catch the Baksha, but instead it is Slapped Easy. A 1-for-1, but I think BREN won because they got H2O.
No. Wonderful coming out from BREN Esports. I'm just actually surprised that NXP Solid they're keeping up. So that win will give them a little bit of breathing room. So H2O can farm at least, and you absolutely need that. Because I'm looking at the damage output of NXP Solid. It's not that much actually, and they need a lot of items.
Yep.
They are so tanky, they're so sturdy, but their lineup will require them to slowly take down their opponents, not in big bursts.
Yeah, it is like, it's gonna happen.
Mhm.
They need to rip, but they need to position themselves good. Like, I mean, excellent positioning is the key to victory here. Because, again, whenever the Valier is out, Carltizi is just gonna be free in landing those flinch voices. But then again, look at that. Huge pickup for NXP.
Huge pickup indeed.
That's gonna be few.
Puts them up 12k right now at 1,000 gold ahead, I mean. And I'm kind of thinking, will there be enough damage for BREN Esports in the mid game? Probably yes, because I think that Lusty is gonna be the game changer. If he lands the ultimate well, the sustain will not be there from the side of NXP Solid. And you have to take note, Few has a big damage output with the ultimate. Even as a support, it's just a small AoE that will be able to burst down his opponents, but I think it's still impactful. Imagine this, if there's a good initiation from BREN Esports, it could be followed up with the rough wave so easily by BREN Esports.
And plus, Chester and H2O are easy targets, even though they have the Traceless and the Vengeance Flame. I mean, whenever they use it, like, Few can just enter in. So now, this is the second turtle of the match, Wolf. Who is gonna get it? Chester and company, they're setting it up. That is, of course, the stretching coming in from Yowie. Pops the bouncing ball. There's another Black Dragon, but another Tulsa coming in from BREN. H2O! Falling into the ground!
Look at Carltizi.
Carltizi just confident enough in going in, and Lusty and company will also get one. 3 heroes are now down for the side of NXP. Ready J is the only one left. Run for your lives, NXP. Oh no! MP just throwing the flamethrowers, but it is too late.
Double wipeout. Well, that was an immortality that was popped, as well as the other members of NXP Solid, and a massive outplay coming up from BREN Esports. We can see that in the Gillette instant replay. The turtle taken by BREN Esports, the Tempest of Blades in there. I like the usage of this Kadita as well, going for the backlines. We did say that you have to take note about the damage output of this Kadita, and all they had to do was pick up the squisher targets first, and then they mined the Uranus last. Because they know that BREN Esports, they can just take down those squishy members of NXP Solid and then win the fights afterwards.
Yep. And I like the focus fight here from BREN Esports. You rarely see this from
It's
teams,
not easy.
right? It's not easy to do. Like, target the right heroes at the right time? At the perfect time, I mean?
Not easy.
H2O having a hard time in farming right now, man. 6k HP against Carltizi, who is now at level 11. He's level 10, so okay.
That was I love the attention from Carltizi. He stopped the attack once so that he waited for the mountain shocker because he knows the damage output, and because of that, no steal whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's not like the Yushin wanted to steal anyways. He just popped the ultimate for vision, for sure.
For the scout, yeah.
For the scouting potential.
But still, the steal potential is there. So Carltizi, again, next level plays from the Child Prodigy. Is he still the Child Prodigy though? Because,
well, it will never ever be different, I think.
Yeah.
It will always be remembered as a Child Prodigy.
there you go, another team fight coming in the jungle side. Carltizi with the big voice and of course the blades. Carltizi will pop the Dragon's Hose as Chester will also fall down. Carltizi and company just going out. Lusty is also down for the count. 6 to 8, but this is another free turtle.
Yeah, support for support, but yes, you're right, man, Gene. This trade favored BREN Esports because they are able to convert this to an objective. The turtle will be there, and that's retribution. Fadeaway retribution from Carltizi.
Yeah, just to secure it, right?
Exactly.
Because again, the Mountain Shocker could have again stole the buff. Man, how good is this Barats right now in this game? Like, it seems like NXP, they don't have an answer for it.
Yeah, so what you do is your Barats, you can either gobble up the core or a support. Like imagine if Yawi is gonna be gobbled up, he's gonna be stunned up for a total of maybe 5 seconds. That means that for 5 seconds during the clash, he's not there. So there's no stun for NXP Solid. Then you can also even think about gobbling up the core so that there will be no damage out for NXP Solid or even the Uranus. So that -1 that happens every time that it is online, that is massive.
That it is. The So Big passive also. Plus you can definitely spam the waves with the so-called teamwork.
Yeah,
Look at
it's
that.
a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Barrats is so underrated when it comes to his wave clear potential, but as the game goes by,
he can, man.
He can. His damage output on minions are really, really high.
Yeah, I agree with you. And now Carl Tizzy, ladies and gentlemen, with all of the buffs in the world, the question here right now, Wolf, how can NXP come back? Because it seems like BREN is slowly but surely leading and slowly taking this game.
So I think for NXP Solid, the number one thing that they have to do is to not force a 5v5 engagement. If they go for pickoffs, they go in and don't contest BREN Esports when they are grouping up, they might be able to get those extra stuff. Like if you're looking at BREN Esports, they want to fight as 5. And
there you go.
You have to run away at the first sign of trouble.
Speaking of 5, they're too deep here, BREN Esports. Let's see, because Renny J will pop the Ionic Blades. H2O just propping the crits from the weapon mastery. Carl Tizzy is also here. Comes in with the flinch boys. But then again, the discipline from BREN immediately backing off. Yawi with the initiation. Lusty also falling low. Last Insanity from MP. But it will get cancelled out as Yawi will also pop
oh my
the
God.
Flicker ultimate. But oh no, it's too late. Come on, bring in the curtains. Renny J is the only one left. 4 heroes down for the count. BREN Esports taking the top tower. Renny J just hoping for the best to get kills. But BREN right now playing mind games with
my
NXP.
Fortunately for NXP Solid, man, it's way too early. Their respawn timers are faster, but BREN Esports just destroyed them in their few. A wonderful usage of the ultimate. The timing is just so perfect. Is able to burst out members of NXP Solid and evidently won the fight for BREN Esports. This is what you get from Kadita. He can be incredibly aggressive, still not punished by the opponents because again the passive works wonders as a support. And you know what? Few has played this before, but as a mage, so he knows the hero for sure.
He knows it, and plus it has damage.
Yep.
It scales, man.
It is incredibly scaling. Yes.
Oh no, the burst potential, and of course the passive from the healing. Chester and company, NXP Solid, just grouping up together. H2O, the decision Shin is so underwhelming right now because of BREN Esports' aggressiveness. He can't even land in damage, man.
Exactly.
6-13, BREN Esports, this is the final nail in the coffin. The Lord take. Can Renny J make a play? No, he can't. So much for the bomb. The bomb is now diffused. BREN Esports, they don't as welcome.
Oh no!
Oh no! That's going to be H2O! Doc Rebo! Call your mothers, ladies and gentlemen, because the doctor is in NXP. They're now sick. Doc Rebo with the clutch Detona's welcome, and that is a classic BREN bravado. BREN Esports will get game number 2.
Renny J tried to go for that play, and you'll understand why, but in this meta, without any way to take the Lord, to steal it away, that was a bad decision from NXP Solid. And then you see Rebo with his Barretts. You see the prowess of this Barretts. That AoE for Detona's welcome is just far too big. And it's a guaranteed stun. You saw H2O was gobbled up, and that's so easy for BREN Esports. I would want to say though, the Kadita last pick was amazing. for BREN Esports. There was also a big question mark on the damage sources for NXP Solid when it comes to nuking down their opponents, and that's why BREN Esports are so happy with this Kadita. And eventually, it's just them outplaying their opponents. Carl TZ might not be the ace player for this specific game, but Rebo and Few, man, they're showing up in this match.
And the only nuke that they have is MB.
Exactly.
And Few and Rebo, the old timers, I think we quoted them as they united their clans, like, because both of them are former rivals, right?
Yeah, they shook their hands.
Both of them are former rivals, and then right now they're in BREN, and they're just showing off their veteran experience and taking this game onto 2-0. Wow, NXP Solid, they're so, like, I think they're so sad right now. They're devastated right now on getting these results. Is comeback real though?
Yeah.
That is like the main question, because if you get dominated by that type of play, like, how can you even play for the next game?
Yeah, well, you just stick to your guns, I think.
Stick to your guns, stick to your guts. By the way, we've talked a lot, but of course, we need to pass it to our resident analyst, Rakite.
For MPL Season 6 Playoffs, BREN Esports laban sa NXP. Dung Game 2 na yon, it looked promising. I have to say, it really looked promising, especially in the first part of that matchup. NXP really did look like they were back on form. H2O on the Yisan Shin. Maganda resulta niyan ever since nung regular season. Yawi, back on the Kufra. Napagandang performance. And MB, nung nung start nung match na yon, nasa mga narrow corridor siya nag-last insanity, perfect. Pero overall, BREN Esports, they took back control really quickly. Here on item builds, you'll see the 309 on Carl TZ. Hindi na siya yung naging superstar dito. Si Rebo na. Si Rebo at si Few. Few using the very underrated Kadita that was shown in the MPL Indo finals nung nakaraan lang din. At nagamit nila to in a very, very, very strong manner. Especially Rebo on the... Actually, ngayon lang ulit ako nakita ng Barats na nag-perform ng ganito. Yung mga naalala nyo ba yung Barats nung una lumabas yan? Parang Eagles, diba? Parang yung mga nagmumuha na teams. Parang, okay, ban natin, first pick natin. Pero, ang baba ng win rate. Ito yung example ng Barats na kailangan nyo tignan, mga kaibigan. Very beautifully done, I would say. Again, the rest of NXP really did. They had a plan. They had a plan. The plan was to win. Sabi ni Boss Wood. Pero, the plan didn't really go to mind. And if we go to the post-game stats, post-match data, rather, it was not, hindi na to yung katulad ng mga ibang matches na nakita natin na sobrang nakaw sa buffs, no? Medyo mas quit sila sa buffs ngayon. Mas magandang control ni H2O on the Yisan Shin to get those buffs, to keep them on the side of NXP. Pero overall, hindi na yun yung naging focus ng BREN, no? Iba na yung naging focus ng BREN. Ang focus ng BREN is to go for the lanes themselves. Make sure na lalamang si Rebo, lalamang si Flap, and of course, si Few makahanap ng mga targets using the breadth of the ocean and the rough waves. Napakagandang performance nung pickups nila noon. And of course, overall macro control for BREN Esports is hindi mo din naman mapapatawad in terms of objectives naman, no? And this is a very good example of just tower taking capability sa baling. Diba? Ito yung link na to, ito yung damage niya. Hindi sa hindi dito eh. Hindi siya dito eh. Dito siya, mga kaibigan. Diyan sa tower damage, siya ang halos siya nga lang yung umubos nung torre, siya yung turret taker ng BREN Esports. Grabe naman yan. And that's just one of the powers of baling. Hindi siya laging kailangan pang teamfight. Pwede siyang pangkuha ng mga torre at pwede din siyang gamitin to just bait your opponents around the map and make sure you get the objectives time and time again. Going into the highlights of this game, this is a good way to show it, no? It's basically for objective taking. That was a great way to secure the objectives. Tempest of Blades. Habang lumilipad ka, di ba? Doon ka pwede mag-retry. Yun ang ginawa ni Carl TZ as well. And again, hindi siya yung unang pumapasok. Siya lang yung tagalinis at ang tagabawas dito. Grabe, yung tangke sa harapan, si Rebo. Kasama sila Few. And overall, that was actually a very good example yung sinabi ko, yung mga explosive na play ni MB dun sa mga narrow corridor. Pero hindi sapat yung damage na na-accumulate nung kanyang X-Borg para ma-overwhelm talaga yung BREN Esports. Kahit dikit-dikit sila, tinitiis pa rin ng BREN, and they have a lineup na kayang gumawa. Look at this beautiful Breath of the Ocean from Few. Nadali niya si H2 nasa likod. Nasa likod lang, nagtatago lang sa likod, and he still had that shot to do it because of, again, the flexibility and the mobility ng isang Kadita. Overall, I really like what BREN did in the later parts of this game. Look at this. Ay, hindi nakuha sa replay. Pero nung nahuli ni Rebo, H2, nahuli niya using Detona's Welcome. I think that was it. That signaled the end in that game for NXP. And still gonna be MVP for this game is Carl Tizzy. Hindi dahil dun sa 309 KDA niya. Mas mataas KDA ni Rebo, di ba? Pero he did almost all of the building damage, which is, of course, ito naman talaga yung pinaglalaroan natin dito sa MLBB. And overall, that was just how you could do it. You could swap out yung focus, ibato niyo yung focus dun sa sa carry, di ba? Yung ginawa ng BREN Esports. Pero ang hindi nila napapansin is yung damage output din talaga rest of the team. Nakadita, pati nga yung Barats tangke na talagang masakit din ang bawas. Yun ang nangyari sa match. Ito, MVP of course, Carl Tizzy is no doubt. Now the match, after that Savage, talaga sabi niya, you know what, let's keep this ball rolling. Huwag tayo mamatay. Support BREN Esports. Send kayo ng message sa kanila. Let them know that they are doing a good job so far in making sure na kaya nilang panindigan. Yung sinabi nilang, mang 3-0 sila. Pero, kung nasa kabilang side ka naman, you wanna give NXP a lot of encouraging words. Get them to a game 5 para matuwa yung tumawag sa akin kanina. Kasi baka magalit. Pag nagalit yan, mahirap na. Scan that QR code mga tol. Support NXP as well. And of course, kung manonood kayo ng MLBB guys, doon tayo sa official. Right there on the official MLBB Facebook page. fb.com/mplph.official. Scan those QR codes as well to go to a survey where you will get a chance to win rewards din. Para naman habang nanonood kayo, may nakukuha din tayo from these codes. Look at that. Check those surveys. Go to the surveys. Just fill out a few stuff. You get rewards already. That's already a big bonus. Bonus na lang yun sa isa sa mga pinakamalupit na mga laban na nakita natin dito sa MPL. And of course, syempre dahil kayo yung mga malulupit na manonood, si Moonton, napakabait din. Giveaway codes right there on the bottom of your screens. Go ahead. Go to the redeem page for Mobile Legends. I-type nyo ng mabilisan. Yung mga mabilis mag-typerist. Mga typerist dyan, i-type nyo na yan. Get the redeem codes. Get the rewards into your accounts. Diba naman? Diba naman? Another bonus code. Isang mabilis. Go ahead. I would take that if I could. But I can't. It's okay. Para sa inyo yan, guys. Unahan nyo na. Yung iba, baka maunahan pa kayo ng iba dyan. And there you go, another bonus code for the Mythical Raffle Draw. Dahil ang dami talagang sumali. Napakadaming sumali ng Mythical Raffle Draw natin. May mga nanalo na kanina, guys. Hindi pa yun ang huli, ha. By the way, go to the Mythical Raffle Draw. Check it out. And of course, comment nyo din yung supporta nyo dito sa streams natin. Whew, napakainit. Match point na agad tayo. Anong oras pa lang binawi yung mga nangyari kahapon? That's very interesting, no? Let's go ahead and go to our match point panel. Let's try to discuss what is happening here and what can possibly happen in the next match between BREN and NXP.
Lista mo na 3-0. Totoo yan. Yan ang sinabi ni Rebo at si Few. At yung combination nila ng Barats at Kadita came in big for BREN Esports, securing that 2-0 victory over NXP. Match point na. One more game, if matalo ang NXP, laglag na sila sa ating playoffs. Ako po si Reptar, panel host for today. Ching Valdez, Midnight, still here. And Chin, man, 2-0, it's tough. It's really tough for NXP. BREN Esports, they were strong in the regular season. Hindi yun nawala dito sa playoffs natin.
Well, it's really simple lang. Remember our keys to victory? They didn't hit any of it. Like any of it. Una-una, I think the very first key to victory nun for NXP was I think the very first key to victory for NXP doon kanina sa listahan natin was their draft. Kailangan sobrang galingan nila yung draft nila. So far sa nakikita natin, it's the same. 'Di ba? From game 1 to game 2, ganun pa rin yung drafting nila. Kumbaga yung mismong direction ng draft nila is still the same. Isa pa sa mga keys to victory natin dyan is the Assassins of Carl Tizzy. Imbes na, instead of denying Carl Tizzy his assassin, nabaliktad pa. Okay, si H2O pa yun na wala ng assassin, napilitan pa siya mag-YSS, and Carl Tizzy was able to get his Ling. And then, siguro yung third point ko lang, isa pang key to victory din is, hindi sila tumambling. I'm sorry, well, it was there, you know, I mean, it was there in the keys to victory. So, I don't know, like, if, pero hindi, siguro jokes aside, kung meron silang secret weapon, or if ever, baka wala silang secret weapon, they should have had one. You know, kasi so far sa nakikita natin, it's the same trick from a regular season, and then now it's the playoffs. It's David versus Goliath, but you're still holding a slingshot.
Yeah.
Although, well, technically, the slingshot beat Goliath, pero I don't know, baka BREN is not Goliath pala. Baka mamaya
it's something more.
It's something more. Yeah.
Titan no?
Titan talaga eh.
Alam mo, maraming magsasabi na yung mga comments natin about NXP is kind of bash or negative criticisms towards NXP. Pero these are the things that they need to consider. Kasi just look at this draft. Look at this first game draft. This is first game, diba? What does Carmilla do here? None. Like literally none. He does nothing against the Thams. He does nothing against the Lancelot. Does nothing against Selena. Does nothing against X-Work. Why would you pick Carmilla here? Is it because sinasabi ng ibang teams na basang-basa na sila? Okay, magpasok tayo ng bagong hero. Okay, Carmilla. Well, nagamit nila to once nung qualifiers, pero that time may reason bakit magandang Carmilla. It was against an Atlas, diba? The nature of Atlas is kapag diniktan nyo, it was a draft meant for the Atlas comp. So etong draft naman ng NXP ngayon, hindi ko makita yung sense nung Carmilla. I get it, Carmilla Ling combination, that's nice. Dagdag mo pa yung Alice. Pero kung iisipin mo yung combination na yan, you're against BREN Esports. You need to think about, okay, itong combination na to, anong ko-contra dito? Number one, main problem pa nga lang ni Ling si X-Borg, ang laki na niyan di ba? One big problem that Ling faces against an X-Borg is the teamfight aspect. Kapag wala ka ng ultimate, you respect the X-Borg ultimate. Literal na hanggat nandun yung X-Borg, hindi ka pwedeng pumasok sa teamfight. Why? Yung sunog niya may slow. So you need to get out, get the hell out.
Yeah.
At kapag wala kang ulti, okay, wala na akong gagawin. Goodbye teammates, diba? So dun pa lang, may problema na sila. So you needed a teamfight hero. Okay, Chester hindi siya naka-support hero dito. Nag-akay siya. Okay, medyo dual tank yung comp ng NXP. Where's the teamfight? Could have picked up any other hero that can present teamfight. For the love of God, kahit na yung Lolita sana pinasok nila Kahit yung Lolita man lang, it's good against Selena, good against X-Borg. Asan yung Lolita? Lolita ni Chester, we've seen that against Blacklist International, I believe. Yes. He performed very well. And Lolita would have been enough on this composition. It had teamfight potential, has pick-off potential alongside the Ling, and can provide what the Ling lacks, yung presence sa teamfight. Kasi nga, re-respeto mo yung X-Borg. Come second game, yung sinabi ni Chin kanina, that's real. Force Carl Tizzy on YSS. They banned out all assassins. Roger Lancelot tinanggal ng BREN, and you pick up
H2O on the YSS.
Yeah, diba? And you pick up what? Uranus? Why? Diba? Parang walang sense Although it's a nice hero to have, it's a good offlaner.
Yeah.
There are a lot of still offlaners out there. Andiyan pa si Khalid. Diba? Andiyan pa yung mga reserve mo, sila X-Borg, lumusot nga Diba? And BREN Esports, sabi nila, okay, ayaw niya magling kunin namin straight up yung Ling. Tapos dagdagan natin ng Barats.
Yeah, and it's like we're also seeing here, just even from the draft ng game number 1, is BREN Esports, sa daming games that they're involved with, especially for MOBAs, they prioritize the draft. If you're gonna draft against BREN, expect to throw out everything that you have in a draft, kasi no matter how prepared you are, it's going to be so hard to pull off a great draft against them. I mean, okay, along with the points that you mentioned in the Game 1 draft, the fact that they just gave away that if I'm not mistaken, that was the first pick, or the first 3 picks was the Selena to the Few, which we saw throughout the regular season was really great. Nakita natin in that game, parang may auto-tracking na yung pana niya eh. Pero Bizzle Arrow kept hitting.
Wala eh, parang may magnet yung...
may
magnet na kasama yung...
Sa ina naka SVA 9999 yan. CL client trace pa yan.
Ito mind you, they're not even the best drafting team. BREN Esports is not the best drafting team. I'll give that to Blacklist and Omega. Nakita naman natin kahapon yung drafting battle nung dalawa. Even the solo analyst, sinasabi nila, draft battle that. If you're against those teams, they dance around you. Actually, nung Blacklist International versus Next Play, solid nung regular season, ang dami nagsasabi na, ay parang basang-basa talaga ng Blacklist yung Next Play. You know why? They let Next Play play the best heroes kasi yun yung pinaghandaan nila.
Right.
So, if you're against those teams, nakakatakot yun. And to twist the story here, if NXP did that, let's say they pick up Ling, diba? Pwede nilang isipin na, okay, anong natitirang heroes ni Cartesi? Dalawa lang, 1-1 and the Roger. Unless magpasa sila ng bagong hero dito. For the entirety of regular season, those 4 or 5 heroes, yung nilaro ni Cartesi. Any other than that, new meta na yun, or bagong strategy, or adjustment na that can come out from BREN. But that is the thing na hinahanap natin sa NXP. Yung ganong factor. These are professional teams, they're warranted to do that. And they picked up Uranus for no reason at all.
Yeah, and in game 2, even though nakuha ng NXP, especially for H2O, he got his YSS, sure, Yaoi nakuha din niya yung Kufra niya. Because of how it was just set up in the draft for both teams, despite the comfort, despite na okay, yun nga yung hero gusto nila individually, how does it mesh as a team? It really just seems like that's the biggest problem here for NXP. BREN, gumagawa ng draft na tinignan mo as a macro, yes, they all work. Individually, they all work rin. NXP, individually, okay, masaya yung players, but then pag tinignan mo yung macro, parang may kulang.
Yeah. Alam mo, to be honest, simple lang yung solusyon ng NXP. Identity lang. Recognize your own identity. Kasi if you know, as a team, kung si Doggy or si Yolo, diba, titignan nyo next play, okay, kailangan talaga natin ng assassin kay H2O. You prioritize those assassins. And a lot of the MPL teams do that. Alam nila kung saan sila mahina, alam nila kung saan sila malakas. BREN is a very fine example. They recognize na kapag naipit sila kay Cartesi on specific set of heroes, they adjust on other heroes to fit that, to solve that problem.
Yeah. So, there. Chin, put it there perfectly. Keys to victory lang. NXP has to stick and achieve those keys to victory. They haven't been doing that. Kulang. And we are seeing it 2-0. Is this a 3-0 for BREN Esports? Or will NXP start showing up the secret tactics na baka hinihintay na lang nila, okay, it's time, labasin na natin. We don't know, but we shall see. Here's game number 3. It's BREN and NXP.
Thank you so much, analyst and panel desk. And they said that, again, NXP, they need to find their identity right now. Because it seems like all throughout the tournament, they're kind of confused. But I can therefore say that they know their identities. They're not just focusing enough to play it well.
Well, you know, it's easy for us to say that they're not focused. I would say that even when you are focused, even when you are training, I think they are playing a lot, but that doesn't mean that they are training a lot. Let's just say that you go for ranked games, you go for scrims, like for a week or so. It won't matter if you don't have anything to improve on, if you don't know what to improve on, if you're just playing.
That's why in exercises you have drills.
Exactly.
You have exhibition matches.
Exactly.
And I don't know, man. I get your point. Like, for example, BREN, we know that this squad, with the company that they have, if I'm not mistaken, they do like workshops in the game, right?
Yeah, they have. It's hard to say, but I think that they try to force a specific situation and then they'll try to improve on it.
Yeah.
Like when I had the chance to be part of the coaching staff of a team, we know that we have to improve on a certain specific lineup or something like, it's not a lineup, it's more about a theme of a game. It's an objective based lineup, and then we went in for that for a whole week, and then slowly improving the things like that. But if you don't have an idea of what you improve on,
you were gonna get confused, right?
You won't gain anything.
You will just think that, hey, I'm okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Best example would be like Karate Kid, man.
No, I mean, as fun as that is, it is true.
The wax in and the wax out, so that you would like focus on dodging.
Yeah,
hits,
exactly.
Right?
Because eventually training will make it muscle memory for you.
Yeah.
And then you'll take it.
Practice won't betray you, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. So, NXP is now on the red side. The question is this the final game? Because it's looking like it. Another Roger ban, another Harriet ban. This is what I like about the brand. They just don't give the comfortable heroes right now.
No matter what, no matter who they face up against, don't give comfort heroes. Because you know that you will just give away freebies to your opponents, and you don't want that to happen.
Yeah. So now, it seems like BREN is happy of what they did. And Ling is also banned out. So okay, same opening for BREN Esports. I'm just gonna about to say it. The Selena is open. So it's an automatic pick for BREN. There you go. I like the Lancelot steal from NXP.
Maybe. But NXP solid. Is this actually what you want? Esmeralda though, that's a good pick.
Okay.
I think NXP Solid are backing on the fact that Esmeralda will be the first pick for BREN, and then they'll take the Lancelot and Selena. Unfortunately, this is disastrous. I think you can go Farsa Selena for BREN Esports or Kufra Selena. And then there it is. The Kufra is there. It's a great answer.
And they're gonna pick their Ling, maybe? Oh no, there's no Ling anymore.
I think they can still pick up something like Khalid.
Oh,
but no,
Thams.
it's Thams instead.
Okay. I like the Thams against the Esmeralda. But okay. I like it. Jawhead and Lancelot combo for the side of NXP, and they're quickly banning heroes. I like it.
Very quick with the Hellcurt because they know that it will be a choice. Nice pick, nice ban on the Valier. I think you also, oh there it is, the ban on the Yi Sin Shin. So you're trying to take away heroes for Karl'Tezi.
They're trapping the child prodigy.
Yep.
But what is the options right now for Karl'Tezi? He can play anything, man.
Like Claude, something like Claude or
Kadita is also open for okay. I mean they already have a Selena. So Karl'Tezi thinking of what hero he will use. Like what you've said, the Claude, the Harris also out.
I think for BREN Esports their last two picks will be something like a Khalid with a core. I'm thinking of core setups. You can actually go.
They can't kill me. 1-1 maybe. Oh, the 1-1 makes sense here.
The Claude as well it could be picked up.
Yeah. Rebo Claude though, what do you think?
But it could also be good against Esmeralda.
Yeah.
It's not the best when it comes to an actual clash, but I guess in lane you can get the average stacks.
Your team
Yuzhong. So you go Khalid for sure for BREN Esports.
Khalid, Rebo.
Thinking of a good core here for BREN Esports.
Yep, me too.
Hayabusa is permanently banned.
Yeah.
Unfortunately
so
for us.
we can't see it. But what else is there though? I'm thinking of a mage actually.
Like a Lunox.
Yeah.
Oh. Leomord funnel. Alright.
Okay. And then you go Claude.
Could be.
Claude Rebo.
I think you just go something like
X-Borg.
Alright, so X-Borg or Khalid. So it's Leomord funnel. They've done this before, honestly.
Yeah.
I remember it was an off-season game. That's outside of MPL-PH. It's a big event. It's an international event.
Yep.
For NXP Solid, looking for a mage now.
Yep. The Valier is out. Chang-O would be a good option here.
No.
Oh, no.
Then picking up the Kadita could also
Or
be good.
Kadita also. But they...
Or Eudora. Actually, Eudora could be
Eudora
there.
is nice here, yeah. I agree.
Could be nice. Although they might not have practiced that.
I like the Eudora against the Leomord though. I think Eudora can be the last pick here for NXP.
Or something like Lunox, actually.
For Chester.
We've seen this before,
but they need a hole, man. Like, okay.
So it's Hilda.
Two
Hilda
tank
and
setup.
Joe tank setup. Whew.
This is NXP's way. Every time you see them, huge success with two tank setups.
Yeah. What I do like about NXP Solid is that they have this sorry, for NXP Solid, they do have very good bullies in the jungle. So that is going to be bad against the Leomord. That being said, I'm not sure if the Leomord actually is going to be the funnel hero. Because knowing BREN Esports, it could even be on the X-Borg. Or Selena,
Or the X-Borg, yeah.
But instead, no, it's the Leomord funneled hero.
Ooh,
It happened before. It happened before. This is not the first time that BREN Esports did this. The Leomord funnel. There was also a time where Aura did this in an international tournament, and
I have a feeling that we're going to Game 4 because of the Leomord funnel.
yeah, because you know why I might agree with you, because of the invade potential. Like Jawhead as
NXP.
well as Hilda, they can make it incredibly hard for the Leomord to farm.
Yeah.
While the Lancelot can just clear out the wave.
Yeah.
But BREN Esports, they can do what they might be able to do. What a little reminiscent of what Aura did, like putting the Thams to help the Leomord so that they can take the jungle.
Yeah. Use the sight and use the quickness of the damage.
Exactly.
So,
This
wow.
one.
Okay. Stickers popping out. Game number 3 is BREN gonna finish the game, or will NXP survive and force
We'll know.
game number 5? Starting it out with 2 mana necklaces for a few right here.
Maximum spam.
Maximum spam, and of course, boots from all of the team for all of the teams. I mean. So, interesting opening for the side of BREN. What you get with the Leomord is that it's quite slow at level 1. Right?
That's right. But it's not the biggest of a deal, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's okay. Like, you can just...
Yeah. And what they can do is just to bully Karltizi out of this lane. Out of the jungle, I mean.
Yep. So now Renegade against Rebo, it's quite even. The Esmeralda and the X-Borg matchup. Both can poke out each other and just gonna wait for the skills to pop.
Yeah.
Now NXP leading by 100. So Karltizi is now delayed on getting the purple buff. And look at Yawi right now. Getting the orange buff.
Will he be able to get it? There's the shielding.
Okay.
Who gets it? It's Yawi.
Okay, Yawi.
Oh
my glove.
Oh my god.
Oh my glove. That was so unfortunate.
Championship Selena for BREN Esports. And that's the first blood. A very scary first blood. You know what's scarier?
What?
The Tricksters Village event.
Ooh, scary.
Running October 27 until November 13. And you can get Halloween candies and convert them into treasure spins. Each spin will cost 4 Halloween candies. And you can get out the 7 each day from completing the tasks. 30's special skin, Hammer Giant, is guaranteed with 10 spins.
Okay.
And you can also send 10-26 in MOBB.
There you go.
Win a skin, their account and server ID in the comment section. Then we will draw the lucky winners of Granger Lightboard Overrider.
Go ahead, log in and take the spin. As right now in the top lane, the map is spinning because NXP Solid are getting pickups. Actually, Esmeralda, Renny J survived the gank from Karltizi. So right now, NXP, they're doing okay at game number 3. Looking at their spells right now. Wolf, this is defensive Kupra from Lusty with the tenacity. And it seems like Renny J is doing great with this Esmeralda.
Definitely, and that will help NXP Solid into taking over the mid game. That's what they wanted.
There you go. But, oh my, the H2O, you don't want that if you are NXP. Karltizi also with the killing spree, man. Getting that life steal, but Yawi is here with the ejector, but it was not enough for him to survive.
Killing spree Leomord, and with the help of his teammates, is gonna be able to just mow down NXP Solid.
Yeah.
You don't wanna be low in the fights if you're NXP Solid. You have to start strong.
There you go.
We can see in the Gillette instant replay how that happened. They went in already when they are low, and Karltizi just punished them for it. And look at the juggle for BREN Esports in this one.
Oh my,
amazing.
The tower aggro got confused. And Wolf, this is interesting though, because back then there was a debate whether you're gonna use a killing spree on the Leomord or not. If I'm not mistaken, like players, especially in the Philippines, like they want the high and dry, but the killing spree, it will make a lot of sense, especially when the Leomord gets that passive.
The Oathkeeper.
The Oathkeeper of having a lot of damage whenever he reached the threshold of his HP, and then will immediately pop the life steal. So wow.
I think the killing spree is just the best in this meta that we have right now.
Yeah, man. But there you go. Lusty also surviving with 1 HP left. Oh no! Here comes a backup from MB and Carl TZ. No Thorn Rose for you this time. So okay, he went a little bit aggressive there, as NXP will tie up the game to 12K. So it's still not over yet. BREN Esports doing mistakes.
Oh, it could happen. We can see that the problem for Leomord is that if he commits into the fight, he can be punished.
Yep.
There's not much control, however, from NXP Solid, but if they do time this well, they can be... they can win the fights. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. And for example, a well-placed ejector and a good combo could spill the doom for Carl TZ.
Yeah, we shall see. Because Carl TZ now with Phantom Steve coming in with the Phantom Stomp. That is the trickle going to the Lancelot. Chester is now falling low. Rebo pops the flamethrower. Here comes Renny J attacking Carl TZ. Carl TZ is now at low health. Few will also die. This is NXP Solid getting revenge kills after revenge kills. Renny J also putting on a show.
This means that NXP Solid are going to be turning the tables around. I love the fact that they also took the turtle after taking down Carl TZ. They started the fight already. So Carl TZ, when he came into the fray, it's already far too late. Renny J going to the backline to contest this Leomord meant that Carl TZ needed to back down early on. And the AoE damage from NXP Solid are really good right now.
Yep.
As Gillette Instant Replay showing us how NXP Solid are able to shave the day.
Yeah, shaving their lives in this series, man. Few also not really getting any good arrows for them to pick up. This time H2O is having fun. But speaking of H2O, Tyrant Range will connect onto him. MB with a backup. Here comes the Thorn Rose. Yawi with the ejector onto Rebo. Rebo will just go for the fire stakes as Chester will force out this serpent, and Carl TZ still will save the tower in the mid, but NXP will get the top. So wow, mission accomplished for NXP.
You can see NXP Solid are taking over the map. This is what we like. They are actually leading by 4,000 now, man, Gene. And if this is massive for NXP Solid, if they do snowball from this, them going into the mid game, the strength of the Lancelot will be there.
Yep. Plus, they cannot immediately kill all of these tanks if you are Carl TZ because of the dual tank setup. But Chester, he's quite too deep here. He's falling low. There you go. Few with the last hit. Now with the Calamity Reaper. You don't want to give BREN Esports a little bit of opening here.
Never.
Especially if you're leading.
Never ever give BREN Esports some opening.
Oh no.
Lusty with the jump though.
Okay, Lusty. But MB protecting H2O. Both of the teams just want to get this purple space right now. Want to have advantage of this vicinity. Renny J, hitting nothing but germs though. Let's see, pops the Frost Moon. Here comes Yawi with the ejector. He will get Few. That is the burst from the Thorn Throws. Few is down for the count. 24 seconds as Carl TZ and company, they're running away. Lusty also, Renny J attacking him. Pops the second skill, another first skill. Look at that white HP. Renny J, the bomb. There you go.
A ticking time bomb, Renny J. What a wonderful clash in there for NXP Solid. Their decision making was perfect. Yawi fighting Carl TZ.
Oh, the Phantom Steed.
Oh my god.
It missed. Nice ejector coming out from Yawi. And H2O, this is your time to shine. This is the fight that NXP Solid wants. But Doc Rebo is in town.
No way.
No way, says Doc Rebo. Oh no, we all thought that was it. Another arrow coming in. BREN Esports protecting the tower. That was a miscalculation from NXP. Solid, man.
Oh my goodness, what a clutch save from Rebo. But you have to take note, NXP Solid started the fight great, but in the interim, they overextended. Unfortunately, you cannot do that. They dove under the inhibitor turret, the base turret, which is directly behind the tier 2. And obviously, that's not the spot where you want to be in at this point in the game.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, they're still leading, but I think NXP Solid should minimize those kinds of mistakes.
Yeah, just utilize Renny J, because look at him. He is the richest one right now. 7,400 gold for this Esmeralda. Is this going to be the dilemma for BREN Esports, Wolf? That is the question, because right now, nice setup coming in for BREN Esports. Last insanity again from Doc, Rebo, MB, pops the black dragon form. He has all of the dragon souls. Here comes the Renny J special, the bomb. Again, hitting nothing but germs with Chester now with the slashes. Another revenge from Lusty as H2O will secure this purple. There you go. Carl TZ can't do anything right now with his Lumo.
We are noticing now for NXP Solid is that their lineup are not ulti dependent. But if you're looking at BREN Esports, they're a little bit ulti dependent, but what a nice snag from Few. The championship Selena is actually bullying out Few.
That was big.
now.
That was big. I can hear the call. I can hear the call that they want to go in. Okay, Arrow coming in. Phantom Steed. Renny J. He has the ultimate too. No, there you go. Pops the ultimate. Another arrow from Few. BREN Esports, they need to back off. 3 seconds onto Yahweh. H2O is here. He will go for the flank. Flanking Carl TZ. Carl TZ already in half health. Renny J is also here for the backs out. Renny J, second skill. Now with the falling Star Moon. Lusty. All of these heroes are so tanky. Nothing is happening yet. But BREN Esports trying to control a little bit of tempo. But again, NXP Solid, their items are now good. Their items are now better, I mean. So NXP Solid still getting the upper hand.
Exactly. And so what they wanted, but for Chester right now, is going to be chased by BREN Esports. Arrows from Pure going to be hurting a lot. I wonder what NXP Solid's lineup looks like in the late game. Because this trio, like the Lancelot and the tank duo, they aren't as scaling as compared to the Kufra and the Selena in the late game.
Yeah. But they love it. They love the dual tank every time. This is their formula.
This is their formula of winning.
Yep. Dual tank setups. And now, BREN Esports on the defensive side. NXP Solid can't really do anything right now but just to attack the Lord. Now BREN, they know this. It's all about positioning right now, Wolf. There you go. Team fight happening here. Arrow connecting. Another Black Dragon form. Last insanity from Doc Rebo. Lusty will miss the revenge. But again, the traps coming in. NXP Solid. This is a bad fight. Okay, let's see. H2O from the side. Renny J will just back off with the slam dunk. Okay. Both teams will disengage. Chester will stay. Will try to contest the Serpent. But now, Carl TZ, he knows. Renny J will still stay. He has the purple, but okay, Carl TZ with the retribution.
Okay, that's Carl TZ gonna be able to secure it.
This is bad. The bomb. He got caught. But that is, of course, Lance Insanity. Renny J still alive, though. But Chester don't want to pay the price. But here comes the Selena killing H2O. Oh no! Renny J, though, with a mega kill in the second skill. But can he survive? Can he take this away? No way! Renny J went bye-bye! The bomb has exploded! And it cost NXP Solid this Lord that should have been theirs.
What a comeback from BREN Esports. What a fight! The decision for them to actually engage against NXP Solid in that timing was perfect. The Phantom Steed hit 2 people. They also really marched forward, just destroying everyone. You can see in the Gillette instant replay that Rebo's ultimate was also very good. The last insanity hitting the valuable targets. Hilda, you can see that Jawhead as well as the other support, which is the Hilda, he'll enjoy it. They aren't as good as a Kufra and Selena, and the Selena really shred through NXP Solid. And then, of course, the last Insanity coming out from Rebo was perfect. The percent-based damage that really tears through all the tankiness of NXP Solid, that was what spelled the doom for NXP Solid in that fight.
Fatal catch there from Lusty onto Rene J. And we've seen this time and time again, Wolf. If you give BREN a little bit of loophole, a little bit of hope, they can convert it into a V.
Exactly.
Into a victory.
Exactly.
And now they're getting the towers in the top. Rene J and Yowie, they're confused whether or not will they take the fight. Rebo, Last Insanity's out. And now the tower in the top lane is still alive though, but BREN is in control. Flapteasy even popping the recall, man.
That's how confident he is. He knows this, and that is gonna be a push for BREN Esports in the middle.
I think that fight.
Oh, nice dodge.
Yeah, that fight was it.
It might be it.
Yeah, NXP Solid's mental fortitude right now is low.
And you can feel that BREN Esports are feeling it. Rebo's play!
There you go, Rebo with the Last Insanity. Nice arrow coming in from Few, but MB will go again for the Black Dragon. Rene J is far away. It rhymes. 13-11.
Oh my god.
And BREN again popping all the stickers, scaring the hell out of NXP Solid. And this is, I think, gonna be the team fight. Nice initiation from Rene J. He is here, tanking for heroes, ladies and gentlemen. But Doc Rebo spinning and putting in a lot of damage. Also, Few with the Garode, but Few will also fall down. BREN Esports will back off. This is the discipline from their squad, but can Chester and company get them? This is the best time for them to go ahead and go for the team fights.
Far too late though.
But it was too late, yes.
And TZ was able to take down the buffs as well, coming out from NXP Solid and slowly going. Chester sees that there are two people in
Still
here.
not over. Phantom Steed, Last Insanity once again from Doc Rebo. Oh, the catch from Lusty. Rene J is still 13 seconds out. What can BREN Esports take out from this? The orange buff and the purple buff will go to their side, plus they're waiting for the right opportunity to push.
Unfortunately for NXP Solid, they're gonna be losing more right now. I think that Rebo using his ultimate just to zone out the members of NXP Solid, just to start the fights. You don't want to get a kill actually, you just want to destroy the formation of NXP Solid, make them react to you, and then let the rest of BREN Esports punish them for it.
Yeah.
The smart position for Lusty. This is what we call the smart position.
Because of the smart logo.
Exactly.
Thank you so much to Smart as well.
That is it. Lusty just can pop that one and catch everyone.
Man, the angles. 50 seconds down for the count. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. BREN Esports telling everyone that they will sweep NXP Solid in the playoffs. Is it gonna happen though? Are we gonna see it?
He's not
BREN
at the second though.
It's not yet
Rebo!
over, but I think it is. BREN
Rebo.
Esports sweeping the hell out of NXP. It doesn't matter, NXP. You guys are still popular. BREN Esports are the only ones strong. Even delaying the game. Oh my.
Testament to what they just said. To their testimony. It's a 3-0. That's what Coach Ducky said. And they walked the talk, man.
Oh, man.
And there they are.
There they are.
There they are.
The 3 zeros.
And who can blame them? They just outclassed their match against NXP.
It was David and Goliath, bro.
100%. And unfortunately, that's the end of the line for next play Solid. But still, you gotta have to give it to their rookie season.
yeah,
this is their rookie season.
It's a rookie
They're from
season.
the qualifiers. They tried their best. Unfortunately, they weren't able to crush everyone that they faced. But they still won fights. And the fact that they have stayed here in the playoffs, I think that's also important to take note.
And they showed up.
They showed up.
They showed up. Props for showing up. Props for all the statements that they made. But BREN Esports proved them Wrong.
Yeah. And
BREN Esports, NXP, I mean, they're facing a team who is on a mission to get that championship.
And that Leomord pick was out of the fact that BREN Esports don't have any more cores for Cartesi, but it's okay. They still showed up. This game, I would have to give it to Rebo, though. The wonderful usage of the last Insanity, that's really scary. I think that teams should be wary of that kind of plays from Rebo.
Rebo is just too good of a side laner right now for all of the teams. So it's now settled. The teams with the black and yellows, ONIC PH versus BREN Esports.
That's actually right.
Will
That's
be the
actually
ones
right.
to be battling it out for the semifinals. One of these guys will go to the finals. Man, I'm really expecting that we're going to like have 10 games for today. But it's quite good. At least we're going to have a little bit of rest.
We are going to have a little bit of rest. And obviously, that is Next Play Solid's last game of the MPL-PH Season 6. BREN Esports will still be seeing them tomorrow. As well as Execration and Omega. That's Execration versus Omega. And